You did some shit. You need to be honest. You did some shit to get blackballed.
No, there's no way I could do stuff to be
Tu peux faire le move, Alex. Tu peux faire le move.
Because I know how the city is. I don't owe nobody no money. I overpay people. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started.
We gonna change that shit today. We gonna change that shit.
Okay. Listen. Maybe we did a mistake inviting him here.
Oh my God. Could be the first and last time. We'll see.
Svetlana, for sure, it was a long time coming.
Yes, it was.
But I'm going to start the show and we're going to get right into it. There's so much to be said. Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue à le podcast épisode 176, right Alex? 176? Je suis Steven Charles.
Gabi Michel.
Guys, aujourd'hui on a deux invités. Je sais pas comment les introduire, mais bref, c'est des personnes que, tu sais, LS m'amène toujours à différentes personnes, différentes choses. Puis à cause qu'ils sont anglophones, c'est comme si qu'ils sont comme loin et tout. Puis c'est la première fois qu'on se voit en personne depuis toutes nos interactions. But listen, life is life. It is what it is. Il fallait qu'il leur arrive quelque chose pour que je fasse yo. It's time for you to come like to the pod. Puis là après ça, j'ai dit à Gaby, yo, t'as entendu qu'est-ce qui est arrivé, genre whatever. Ils se sont fait comme whatever blackball par le festival de jazz. C'était comme what? Like, il said okay. Let's do this. Fait que, bref, Wizzy, Svetlana, merci d'être venu au podcast.
Thank you.
Avant de commencer dans le vif du sujet, j'aimerais que vous vous présentiez, un peu dire d'où vous venez. Wizzy, on va commencer par toi parce que je veux pas que tu te sentes slided. Normalement j'aurais commencé par la femme. Mais Asian to Asian, you know what it is.
Listen, I've been Team Griot, from the start. It's been in my heart. I'm fighting against the Haitian cabal. The monsters against me. So for those that don't know, my name is Wizzy Moonchaser. I'm the Montreal Kobe Bryant. They know that I'm nice to hate that it's me. In that drop, though, the essence of who I am is all in there. I'm from Uptown. All but I like to think of myself as Kofi Annan. I'm the United Nations. I'm good in all boroughs.
Dope.
I think I was the first guy back to CD time. I did a Hood to Hood mixtape. I'm the only guy to ever put all the shooters from all the city on things. So P-Neff, Saint Michel, West Island, Laval, South Shore. So I did Hood to Hood mixtape and that's...
Mais en tant que personne anglophone, est-ce que, genre, francophone rap, do you listen to it?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Because I don't know. Parce que comme je te dis, before I met my girl, tu sais, la 40, là, passer la 15. La 40, passer la 15. Yo, I thought it was Ottawa. I thought it was Ottawa. No, yo.
But we had no reason.
Yo, listen. J'ai connu ma blonde, j'avais 18 ans. Yo, I was like, je conduisais sur la 40, j'étais comme, oh. Are we in Ottawa now? Like, what's this? Je connaissais pas le boulevard des Sources, moi, puis Notre-Dame-de-Grâce and all that stuff. So that's the reason why I asked, parce que je sais pas si toi, as a hip-hop guy, si connaisseur was a thing for you, or whatever. But okay, but enough. Okay,
no.
Excuse.
But see, now you open up the door. Now I need to know, when was the first time you had your first Jamaican patty?
No. That was...
No, parce qu'à Montréal, non. À Montréal, non.
We had.
Where we grew up, corner store, Jamaican patty. I ate Jamaican patty before Asian patty. I ate a Jamaican patty before Asian patty.
There you go. You learn something new all the time.
Yeah, there you go.
But by all means, continue saying what you were saying. All the shooters.
No. Listen, they're going to shoot at me regardless. So for the last 2.5 years, I've produced and hosted in collaboration with a few other people, arguably the best urban morning show in the country. Cool. And most recently, now we're going to get some real hate. Now we got Lambo. A lot of people know as the real Svetlana. But I just, when I really like someone, I give them a nickname. Like I have a friend, I still call him Peter Pan because he'll never grow up. So he just wants to date all the girls. But we call it Lambo. We like to think that we do a very inclusive morning show.
Cool.
We like to set the bar.
Which I've never been invited to, by the way.
I'm sure it's coming.
We've had your liquor on the show.
I just got there on July 1st. So.
Hold on.
Where's the bus?
Hold on.
Throwing you
Hold on.
the bus.
Hold on. You got some nerve, Steven. I hit you up about, it must have been like 6-8 months ago. I was trying to get some information about how to get liquor into the SAQ.
Yeah?
Never got an answer back, Abby.
What?
Never, I have the receipts. I've been hitting you up.
Okay,
So I thought you wasn't fucking with me. So I was like, okay, cool. I was like, you know
real.
what?
It's getting real.
I was like, you know what? He's just busy. But I've been trying to reach out, just trying to get some information.
Well, now you see
If
him
I have
face
no
to face.
recollection of that, it's either you talk, we were talking when I was drunk.
Yeah.
okay.
I do that a lot.
I like you think I saw your message, or maybe I opened the message but didn't read the
Yeah.
message because I was doing something else,
Yeah, it
and then I
happens.
never got back to it.
That's what I figured. So I'm like, yo, do me and Steven have smoke? I said, the whole Haitian community, everybody that's popping.
Oh
up.
my
Because it's because of how
probably
you
heard
feel
about
about the
you
Haitian
before.
cabal. Steven ain't got, there ain't no trouble, no problem. I get it because I do the same thing. Somebody like, yo, Svelana, but I wrote to you like a month ago. I'm like, what day of the month? And they're like,
Right.
Saturday.
Yeah,
It was like 9 p.m. I was like, oh, bitch, I was drunk. like, sorry.
But I can confirm that we good. I can confirm we good.
We will definitely get you and Gabby on before the end of August.
Perfect.
We'll get you guys
Appreciate
on.
that.
Hope you guys know we
Anyway.
drink heavy liquor early in the morning.
Early
Okay,
in the
no problem.
morning,
Okay,
no,
7
no,
a.m.
No problem. Listen, I put LS cream in my coffee, so
There you go.
we good.
As you should. As you should.
This tastes good, man. I'm like,
Okay, but like, so where exactly in Montreal did you grow up?
Oh, so I grew up uptown.
So what's up? I don't know what's uptown. You're talking a slang that I don't know. Moi, je
La
connais.
Maria.
Côte des Neiges, no, that's DG. No,
Oh, that's uptown?
Côte des Neiges, Côte des Neiges. So everything in Côte des Neiges. Like
Uptown.
Côte Sainte-Catherine, Plamondon.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Is what I meant.
Yeah.
Mais pour moi, tu vois, pour moi, c'est
Everybody
weird.
knows
Pour moi, tout ça, c'est weird.
Snowden, c'est comme c'est notre frontière.
Intersection, like
Yeah.
the highway.
Yeah.
No, but
The
you know, to
midway
me, I'm telling you, it's so. I love talking about this because, like, again, before, like, me and my wife were talking, and she was like, au secondaire, elle allait à une école secondaire au centre-ville. To me,
That's like-
to me thinking que.
unfathomable.
Puis là, on a des enfants, fait que là, elle va envoyer ses enfants à la même école, puis moi, I can't fathom.
Oh, hell
Moi, je peux pas. Moi, une école, c'est comme, you know, dans un quartier résidentiel,
Yeah.
tu comprends, tu sais? Pas au centre-ville, à côté du centre Eaton.
It's weird. No, mais c'est bizarre.
Yo.
I work downtown, and I see kids. Whenever I see kids walking around, I find that
It's weird.
It's weird.
weird. That's
Anyways,
weird.
mais puis surtout maintenant downtown est crazy un peu, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
But anyways, I would just fait quand tu dis uptown, ok, maintenant je comprends. Sorry everybody, I don't know the slang. I'm
Ramadan,
sorry,
Côte
my bad.
Sainte-Catherine, Snowden.
Yeah.
Je
Yeah,
comprends.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of shooters those sides too.
Okay.
You guys even think Montreal North, where everything goes down.
No. I heard. It's nothing.
Town got drama.
Yeah,
too.
we got drama too.
I have friends from there.
You know?
That's cool.
Ok, ben merci Wizzy.
No, thank you for having
Ça va
us.
être une bonne introduction pour les gens qui ne connaissent pas. Définitivement.
Oh, break this black ball. Break that shit.
Break it.
Miss Lambo.
That's the name, Lambo.
Introduce yourself to the people. Tell them where you come from, what
I'd
it
like
is.
to know how that name came to be also at some point.
Oh, we'll get there. So I'm Svetlana Trinyenko. I'll give you the government name first because I've worked on television.
Okay.
Known also as the real Svetlana. I'm also known as the Nigerian princess. So
The featured presentation.
there you go. We'll get to that later. But I've done a lot of mental health advocacy, domestic violence advocacy, especially during the pandemic. I modeled for many, many years. I was born here. I actually grew up in Côte-des-Neiges in Uptown.
Oh, wow.
I was living between New York and Montreal for a very long time because my father is American and he lived in the States. And after the modeling world, I said, I want to do something more. I want to get into advocacy because I have a story that I wanted to tell people. And for the first time, I was able to share my story of going through domestic violence, being abducted by my abuser as well, which is my older son's father. For 21 days, I was held hostage in a house in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was almost killed. Yeah. When I came out of the home, after when the police and the SWAT came to get me out of the home and my baby at the time, he was just like a little over a year old. I came home and I tried to commit suicide.
That's crazy.
And I woke up in the hospital because they held me for a 5150 hold due to my mental health status.
Right.
Because I didn't realize that after all the abuse I had gone through for so many years, that I was suffering with post-traumatic stress disorder, generalized anxiety, and manic depression. So I didn't know. Because of all the abuse. And then when
Right.
you're abducted and you're being tortured every
how
single
can
day,
you know?
you don't know. So when I stopped modeling at the time, I wanted to do more than just, be that girl that was
Yeah, yeah,
modeling.
yeah.
I wanted to be the change and the difference in the community and talk about, mental health in the Black community, talking about domestic violence and destigmatizing those topics so that women can get out. And women can talk about it, but also talking about mental health in a very different way.
Do you have
because
a
we
book?
don't do that. No, I'm looking for somebody to help me write the book. That's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I have
Okay.
notes of everything because,
This
people have been
story
saying
needs
that.
to be told.
Yeah.
I mean, kudos to you, like to survive all of that.
Thank you.
It's incredible. Like, I'm having goosebumps just hearing you talking about it.
It's crazy.
So that's my story. So that's what I did. So after that, I was the TV news contributor for Global News, for talking about mental health and domestic violence. They made me their expert in mental health. And then from there, during the pandemic, it just went crazy because I was doing so much when it came to mental health advocacy. Then City News, CTV, all the news stations started coming out. And then I became that for a few years. And then at the end of the end of the pandemic,
Right.
But yeah,
Watch out for October.
You know,
Papi Legault is coming for all of us.
He's coming for us.
After elections,
You know,
exactly.
but
The day after.
last year September, because after everything that went down with all the femicides, and I actually led the march for Rebecca Harry's march for that young black woman that was murdered in LaSalle.
Right.
At the end of the year, September, I got an award from the House of Commons for my exemplary work that I do for mental health and domestic violence for the black community
Right.
and being the voice.
Congratulations.
And thank you. And there's many things that I do. And then I decided, last year I was like, hey, I'm going to live the dream. I'm going to change my career at 44 years old last year. And I'm like, I'm going to just do the fashion designing that I always wanted to do. And I started sketching, put out the brand, started, giving people hints of what I was going to do. And I was invited to New York Fashion Week.
That's so amazing.
Last year that I did this year.
That's when you hit me up. You were asking me,
Yeah.
if I wanted to be part of the billboard
Yeah,
thing. And
because I was
whatever.
like, if somebody wants a billboard, I have the hookup for
Right.
it. For me, I share. I'm the person in Montreal. I have a very American mentality because I grew up in New York for a very long time.
Yeah,
Majority
yeah.
of a good 20 years of my life, I was there. So for me, if I have something going on, I'm like, here's a piece of the pie. This is what it is. This is what I'm paying. Would you want to get on? That's just the kind of person that I am. Because we live in a city with this. There can be a lot of hate. Listen, when you succeed here, I
He
talk.
seems to know a
I
thing or
say it
two
like it
about that
is.
shit.
And everything that I've done has led me
It's
to here.
So weird.
It's crazy. I don't get it.
It's weird. Like, I'm seeing stuff like my wife is the best at dodging these things. Like, I don't know how she does it. Me, I have a list. I keep on telling people I have a list
On the fridge?
It's not on the fridge. It's not on the fridge, but I have a list of people that I'm not gonna harm them. I'm not gonna harm them.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do like an inquisition.
Yep.
Like, honestly, because I need to understand. I want you, because to me, I can't understand, you were at my wedding or you were in my house, you hate my food, you drink my drinks,
Yeah.
you slept in my house or whatever. And suddenly, because I'm beginning to be successful, you ignore?
Yeah, how dare you?
Oh, yeah.
How dare you be
ignore?
successful? Yeah, how dare you? Who do you think you are?
That person that grew up with me, that
Yeah.
saw me from there,
Oh, yeah.
But I mean-
and you're gonna ignore?
Yeah.
If
Oh,
they
yeah.
can't partake or if they're not
Oh, yeah.
living it themselves, you shouldn't get them.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing this. Like, I've had to cut people off. I've seen people try and put spokes in my wheels, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm keeping you close, and now you're starting to hate. Like, people didn't know that, for years, because of my family being in entertainment. My mother's been a key makeup artist for years in film, for close to 50 years, and my dad was a very famous fashion photographer, and he did also a lot of photography for musicians. He was very good friends with Quincy Jones and Barry Gordy.
Whoa, wow.
He was the first black photographer to take the picture of Oprah when she was Miss Black USA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so my dad had a history of that. So people didn't know, because I'm not somebody like, oh my God, I know Wizzy, I know this. I don't
You
do
don't
that.
brag. You
I don't
don't
brag. I just roll. When it's needed, I let people know, oh, I know that person, like I did for the Jazz Fest. I was like, oh, you want to try and block me? Guess what? I'm friends with the Roots for 30 years. Try it, honey. So that's when I'll say something. So I get what you're talking about, because it's like, you were close to me. You're throwing spokes in my wheels. You want me to fail, and then I'm succeeding, and it's pissing you off. So I'm just going to give you the finger and keep smiling, honey, because guess what? I'm going to keep rising while you're too busy hating. Rather than saying, you know what? How could we build together? Can I join up forces with you?
Right.
How could we do
Or at the
something
very least,
together?
be happy for
Or just be happy. But if you hating because you want to do something, then learn from what I'm doing. I'm always willing to teach. There's enough money in this world for everyone. I'll
But
educate
sometimes
you.
it's not even about money. It's not even about that. Because there's a part of the hate where people, they wanted to be you. They would like to be you.
Yeah. It's
greed,
whatever.
selfishness.
But people that don't have skin in the game, and they're supposed to be your friends or family, whatever, and they can't congratulate you. They can't.
No.
But like, to me,
No.
it's crazy. Like, I went ballistic. I went ballistic.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. In what kind of world are we living?
Yep.
Where everybody's trying to. And I struggled. I struggled to be where I am. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And even then, You know, and then they see you come up and nothing.
Yep.
I'm like, no, man, man, people like that, they scare me.
Yeah, no.
Moi,
it's
ça me fait
scary.
peur. I'm going to be honest, ça me fait peur. But anyways, I understand where you're coming from with this. But anyways.
No, I feel you though, because I've seen it. I had to cut a friend off 20-year friendship, and I was like, oh, because now I've changed. I was able to change it because I wasn't fearful at 44 to change my career. And I'm turning 45 in a few days. I'm like, I want to be the representation for my children, but other young black men and women to say, you know what? I can do it at any age. I can do this. I got this.
And it's a big deal too.
You
It's not
know,
an easy
so
decision
I
to
mean,
make.
this is something I've wanted to do since I was 9 years old. I used to sketch things when I was a teenager. My friends would come over. They're like, "Oh, what are we gonna wear when we going out?" I used to like rip up clothes and restitch it for people right on the spot and say, "That's your new outfit. Let's go."
Just to change the style.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm like, why wouldn't I do it? And I feel so comfortable in this industry. And I'm like, and then I said, oh, well, I'm just going to flip it around on people. I'm doing it eco-sustainable clothing. You know? So I'm like, just to change it up because
Of
I do
course.
things differently.
That's a good
People
idea.
going to hate. People going to hate. I don't care. Haters
them
are my
do your thing.
motivators.
Let them hate. Let them hate. Well, thanks for the introduction. People
the
definitely
introduction.
need more about you.
Definitely.
Even the backgrounds.
Now you know the background.
But
okay,
we'll
both
come
of
back
y'all.
to some of that. But
Definitely.
I want to get into it already because it's the reason why I invited you guys was what happened at the Jazz Festival. And yeah, I would like to have the backstory of everything. And don't necessarily start with like the whole premise of you guys were just other journalists. You had your pass, and you were going to cover the Jazz Festival, like whatever. You know?
I think you even start from the beginning because you were already like, because remember, this is before I joined in on the radio show. You know, Wizzy already got the accreditation to get to be media for the day. So he was like, I'm going to get you on there, send me your picture. So we got to go from there because they gave it to us.
Yeah. Okay, so what people have to understand is that there's community radio and there's commercial radio. So commercial radio is like Beats, Virgin, stuff like that. I have a New York mentality. Like I sold clothes with a ex-Navy SEAL who lives in upstate Albany. That's why I paid for college university. So I was selling North Faces and Mesquite and things throughout college, right? That's why I paid for school. And he always told me, you gotta be comfortable in different kind of rooms. So when I got on CKT on community radio, people was like, oh, it's just community radio. Because the game was, if you're a DJ, you get on CKT, you run your tunes, you throw your little parties, you get to fuck all the girls you want, and everybody was cool with that. When I got there, I have American friends like Lambo, so I'm like, well, what can we do over here? Can we do a Blocko? You know what I mean? Can I just do the show in different places? And I can tell people don't understand, and you know they always kill me when I say this because it's a room full of white people. CKT is like it's like Woodstock.
It is.
It's like Woodstock.
It is.
They're good people. Shout out to Louise. Shout out to Alex. They're great people. But they want kumbaya. They want everybody to get along. They want everybody to, you know what I'm saying? So they're cool. So when I get there, I'm there with I'm young, I'm black. I'm just like, yo.
A bit.
I'm like, so guys, this is what we gonna do, right? I'm gonna play some music because our time slot, what people don't know, is spoken word. We're just supposed to talk. I told white people, say, hey, listen, man, let's break it up a little bit of music. Then I was like, you know what? I want to be able to play all the new Kanye and play anything I want. That you can't do that on you can't do it on community radio.
Yeah.
But I read books. And in the blue book, because I talk about urban music, the music I play, it's a reflection of our conversations. So I can play the top 40.
As long as it's related.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Really?
We always
Yeah.
find the little segue.
So Virgin, these guys hate me. So once I figured that out, I was out of here. Then I was like, my publicist at the time, Lorena, I was like, anybody I saw on TV, she'll get them. I don't know how she did it. So I saw Freddie Figures one time. For those who don't know, Freddie Figures is the only black guy in the States to own patents to like cell phones.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's a genius. The guy was abandoned. The guy created a GPS to put in his dad's shoe when he was like 8 or 9. Like, he's a genius.
Yeah.
Last time I talked to him, he was doing this thing where like some light with the fridge and like using oil and it's gonna power it. Crazy stuff.
Okay, he's one of them. He's one of them brainiacs.
But the way I move, I'm very like a real deep American. Like I don't want nothing for free. So when I called him, I said, listen, I'm a young black guy. I love what you're doing. I think it's cool to have a black owned phone. I'm gonna pay for it. He's like, nah, I'm gonna send you. I said, nah. We fought for like 10 minutes. This guy's a millionaire. You know what I mean? So he was looking at me like, who the fuck do you think you are? He sent me 6 phones and 2 55-inch smart TVs.
Hey, man.
2 CKUT addressed to me. White people don't know what to do.
Wow.
I'll never forget a call. Louise called me. She's like,
That's pretty
yeah, so I'm just letting you know, some boxes came. And so even just to, like people don't know, even just for us to give that away on the show is a big issue.
Yes,
because that is only reserved for commercial radio.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
So like there's a whole set
There's
of
a
rules
whole
that
thing.
are
That's
completely
that-
different.
yeah,
There's a lot of
why-
cabals.
That's
There's
why
a lot of cabals going on.
That's why he's giving you the backstory just to understand of even how we got to the Jazz
Yeah,
Fest. Because
yeah.
we're so different from commercial radio.
Right.
It's not the same. There's a lot of things that we shouldn't be able to do that we
Right.
can because
Right.
we know how to bend it a little.
Right,
bit.
right,
So we look at the
right.
blue book. Oh, we can bend that a little bit.
I
over
did
here.
a tour-
Bypass and-
I did a 2-hour show about R. Kelly, but we did research because I felt it was important.
Yeah.
Because CJD's not going to relate the same way.
Of course not.
Virgin Saquon not going to relate. I thought it was important
C'est
for our
quoi?
What?
But remember Saquon because I'm coming with the Jazz. Okay, so back to Jazz.
Yeah.
Festival season, before she came along, I'm new to the game. You guys understand, when I go to these things, CKT sends me. They send me email, hey, listen, we thought of you. We think you'd be good to do this. I didn't know that no one else gets these invites at the station. I get the invites for stuff that's related to our shit. So a couple years ago, before the pandemic, I got invited to Oshiaka. So I'm
Okay.
like, yes, I'm gonna go to Park John, go Oshiaka, I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see everybody. Yeah, there's levels to this. It don't work like that.
No.
I got the basic peasant media pass. So basic.
Yeah.
Adociaga.
Oh yeah.
What kind of access did you have?
I got the brown version.
We got
only-
the black quota version. Oh, we got to meet the quota.
The only difference between me and a regular person is that they paid for their ticket.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't have access to the media tent. Remember media tent? Because I want to go to Jazz. I was excited about the media tent. I didn't have access to that for the Oshiaga. So I got access for free. You can go anywhere you want. The media tent is important because it brings you closer to the PR and the people that are managing these major artists.
Yeah.
Of course.
To be able to do the
But a lot of people
interviews.
don't understand
And
that.
backstage.
Yeah, this is what we want. So I had the basic nigga access for Oshiaga. I said, okay, cool. So then I go back to I'm like, this is what's going on. Because if you don't get into it, you don't know. Commercial radio and me, what I'm doing is groundbreaking at CKT with the Morning Detour. No one thought you can do that with a morning show. So now we come around to the Jazz Fest. So I get the email. Alex is our music director. Alex is in charge of music and making sure that, hey, this is a festival for techno. I'll get my techno shows, plug them in.
Yeah.
So he's like, Jazz Fest, say, Weez, would you like to go to Jazz Fest? I say, shit. Yeah, man, the Roots is coming. Child is coming. Joey Bass is coming. Like, yeah, I want to go. So he said, all right. There's been a fight for a long time for community radio to get the passes for the Jazz Fest, specifically the Jazz Fest. It's been really hard. They don't care about us. They think community radio is a joke. But it is important because even though blacks are only 10% of the population in Montreal, white people listen to my show.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm the only black host on the community show that was listed on top radio hosts. Everybody else is commercial radio. So basically it means it's just like Kanye with the Yeezys. Everybody else is getting paid to do the excellence. I'm good enough to be on the list, but I can't get a check.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Because we don't get paid to do community. We don't get paid to do
Giving out a
community.
good we're giving out a good product for free.
I spend more money on the detail than I ever got.
Yeah.
But you can get sponsors, you can get whatever. But on the side.
You have to figure that out on your own.
Own.
Right.
Yeah,
Everything is
exactly.
Yeah.
on your own
It
on your own
doesn't come
time.
from
No.
the radio.
Yeah,
It
fair
doesn't
enough.
come from- Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So Alex said, listen, man, Jazz Fest, he told me, he's like, I don't know if we're going to get it, but we're going to send you in. That's okay, cool. We got it. And around that time, Ambo just signed on with me.
Yeah.
She signed on with me after I got it. So I got it. So I said, man, I got to hit them back. So they sent me the emails. You've been approved. I'm like, yes. I'm going to the Jazz Fest. I'm so proud. Yeah, I almost cried. I remember my first day at Nike. I cried.
I mean, it's the first time.
Yeah.
I cried my first day at Nike. The one right here in my Chantal. I built
Right.
that. I built that sneaker department. They
Right.
won't tell you that.
Right.
I built that. For years,
Right.
I sold more Nikes than any nigga in the country. They won't tell you that.
Of course.
They won't tell you that.
It's part of the cabal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Like
Come
you
on.
said, there's multiple.
We got to.
There's multiple.
So we got access to Jazz Fest, and how this works, they send you the thing and say, hey, listen, you got access, and then they'll send you a media kit that will tell you all the artists and their managing PR, and you send the thing. We send out mad emails. Nobody wanted to fuck with us.
Yeah.
Cool. She has a 30-year relationship with the Roots.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks after I got the media pass, she jumped on. So I said, Alex, I want to get her a pass. Most dudes have been like, yo, fuck you, I'm going to go by myself. I said, I don't move like that. There's no fun. Like, I want
And
people
the
to
other
understand
partners
this.
on the show.
Yeah, we're
No, but
partners,
people
yeah.
understand this. Like, there's no fun being successful and winning in life if you can't do it with your friends.
You can't share with people that you.
I mean, the whole point of doing this is, why I do what I do is to share with my friends. I just want my lake house. I'm not trying to run the city. I'm not trying to do none of that shit. I'm just trying to do the best morning show in the country and show people that Montreal, we're not for joke. Whether you're Haitian, whether you're West Indian on the other side, we are dope.
Yep.
Toronto got their own thing. Vancouver got their own thing. I've been everywhere. We do the best morning show in the country, period.
Yep.
If somebody does it better, they can fight me on it. I'm ready for it. Okay. Remember, I'm down with the American jokes.
We need to add sound. You know,
No,
comments like that deserve exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That deserves a song. What you just said just now.
So they sent me the thing. So now you can see the colonialism in me a little bit now. I'm nervous even to email them. To ask them to put her on.
Yeah.
But I can't be seen like a bitch nigga in her eyes. I'm gonna email them. Because she just jumped on, and now I'm at home sweating. I'm like, God, I'll show you the email. I said, Alex, can you email them and get her on?
Yeah.
He said, I think you might have to do it. I said, okay, cool. I do it, send it. Yeah, I sent her a picture, and because Jasper is the one you send your picture, all that shit. So I sent it. They said, no problem. So Atlanta Cherry & Co. She's approved. You guys are good to go. I said, okay, bet. We didn't go get it past the first week because we had my birthday weekend. We had stuff to do with the show as well.
Yeah.
So the week leading up, the 9th was the Saturday. So the Monday was what, like the 4th or something like that?
Yeah.
I go down to the Jazz Fest because you had to go pick it up. I'm sweating.
Right.
I'm like, Lambo, we had to go pick up the passes. I go down there. I love doing what I do. I do this radio shit. It's fucking hilarious because people have to understand there's no niggas like mans them. I'm talking about guys, guys, you know what I mean? Play ball like Calixa, play in the leagues. You know what I mean? There's no guys that are like hip hop. The only coolies. Like where I go, there's no niggas. You guys gotta understand. She's different. She's a celebrity from the States. She don't count. When she steps in the room, I call her the blue checker. And I want people to say something.
Yo, you gonna make me sweat.
Yeah. And I see them in the comments. Oh, you're riding her dick. No, I'm not riding her dick. You have to give people their props.
I don't have a dick, first of all.
You get the metaphor.
I know, but I'm like,
okay, I'm riding her tits.
I'm
riding her tits. Okay,
fine. Everyone's gonna understand that.
I respect the hard work that people do. Same way I feel about Steven. Like I see those guys, I'm like, yo, the guy really did it. That's why I've been trying to reach out to him, get in contact with him because I love what he's doing. I love his story. So I go down there and get the pass. So no, I didn't even get a pass. I go down there. First time down at the Jazz press room. I didn't even know the Jazz had a motherfucking press room.
Yeah.
There's someone at the door to make sure
the passes.
You should go there.
Access.
Yeah, you should go there. You know when you go somewhere and someone's itching to tell you no? You know,
you see it. He feel like
he can tell you everything you're saying right now. Just look at his face.
Oh, I know.
But I've been experiencing this before she came along.
Okay.
And she's
so you recognize it.
Yeah. So she'll add on when she jumps in. I'll show you guys when she jumps into it. So I go into the press room. This is the Monday leading up, and the Roots is gonna be on the 9th that Saturday. So I go to the desk. That was the nicest lady. The original white lady at the desk, the old white lady, she was nice. She was great. I can't say, listen, man, I'm Ian Thomas from CKT. Should have some passes for me. I'm also picking up my pass with my friend, my partner, Svetlana Cheryenko. She said, start filming. I start getting nervous. My heart start beating fast. I'm on my lunch break from work and shit. I'm like, this shit can't eat it. I'm like, yo, I thought it was gonna be in and out. I done parked where I'm not supposed to park.
Double park.
It's past this spectacle is wild. I already have enough tickets. The Ville de Montréal taking half of my check already. I'm dealing with the cabal. I'm dealing with the Ville de Montréal. I'm getting raped everywhere. We're making no money off the show. I just brought Lambo. I'm trying to get these sponsors up. I'm hurting.
You have too much stress, bro.
She's fiddling. She finds the things. She's like, oh, I think I saw Svetlana. I said, yo, she better have Savannah shit. I ain't trying to go back to Savannah and tell her nothing. She finds it. Okay. She's like, do you know who you guys want to see? I said, well, listen, man. I took some time and I looked at the list. I said, come on, guys. Let's be honest.
Obviously.
And I've said this many times in the Jazz press room.
Yep.
Come on, guys, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I'm here for the Roots and Child. I'm here for the Roots and Child. Ani Pili Peloker ain't gonna really resonate there. Whoever was in the Jazz press room that day, I think that was the original staff.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The staff we're gonna talk about when we get to the Saturday.
Really?
It was a whole different staff. It wasn't no staff.
That's top for a second. Alex, je trouve que Wizzy il est comme trop collé sur le side de la caméra.
Oh yeah. Mets-le un peu plus sur le centre.
Peut-être reculer un peu plus leur caméra pour qu'on les voit plus au complet.
Ouais.
Oui, pas de problème. You're
you can just leave it. You can.
Sure that you're
You're in it.
In the center.
Well, you can even leave it. It's all good.
Authentic podcasting.
I'm gonna tell the story to my kids. I've told this story so many times.
When I told my mom, she's like, "Who do I have to call?" I'm like, "Ma, stop," because she knows everybody there. She's like, "Oh, they forget."
Of course. No, but it's the principle.
It's the principle.
It's the principle.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you.
You know?
It's
So they tell me, hey, oh, you want to do, so you can tell the friends are kind of shocked, like, oh, you don't want to cover the rest of the stuff. So now there's like this unwritten agreement when you have the media accreditation for festivals that you take pictures and they give you an email to send the pictures to.
Yeah.
But part of the game too is to promote it on your platform.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure.
And we did that.
I did. I even put it on my socials, and that's what I do. Even with the radio show, I funnel the show. I even have it on my link tree. The
Of
show
course.
people can
As
watch
you
because I'm
should,
I'm a
right.
co-host, so we
Right.
gotta get the numbers up.
As
Let's
you
get it
should.
going.
You do your part.
So I'm like, okay, we're gonna do. We promoted it. We did our part.
Yeah, and the reason I mention this is because their reply to the whole melee was that they gave precedence to those that covered the whole festival. That's cool and fine, but that wasn't in the long email.
Right.
It wasn't.
I mentioned
That
it.
was It's like the Sesame Place.
It was their bullshit
It's like the
excuse.
Oh, don't get me started. Sesame Place.
Don't get us started on that.
Okay, y'all have so much. I've seen you like you fidgeting.
We talked about it on the show. I was like, y'all don't get me started shading the
Don't get me
baby.
started with Sesame Place.
Yeah, y'all
shading
got
the
a lot in
babies.
common, man.
So I'm like, I'm here for the roots and child.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, I'm here for the roots and child. So they say, what you need to do, you need to go around the corner to the. See, that's the phrase I did.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought this was good.
No, you gotta go around the corner now.
No,
Keep going.
you have to go around the corner and check one of the other tables and reapply for that event because it's a major stage event. So then I tell them, I say, yeah, you guys do know I'm the only black morning show in the city, right? Everybody's kind of looked at me bewildered. I go around the corner.
C'est ça des blancs.
Yeah,
Saying that to white
I'm
people.
the only black person in there.
Well, I mean, I just want to double check.
Yeah.
No, there's not a
Because
black
I've been
person.
there. Once you say that, they're like,
The only other black guy I saw was a security guard
annoyed.
that was going on the elevator.
Yeah.
That's the only black guy I saw. So I go around the corner and everybody just looks up as soon as I pull up. So yeah, 4 white heads pull up and that guy that came down, that thing, he was there. So it's 3 girls and that guy. So I guess these are the higher ups of the jazz press room.
Yeah.
So I go to this, you know, like a bitch nigga with my tail too much. So I'm here for the roots and she's like, do you want the media tent and the photo pit? I told them, donne-moi tout.
Everything.
Donne-moi tout.
Right here.
Whatever you guys have, donne-moi tout. I say it in French, so they was like, donne-moi tout.
Yeah.
veux la totale.
I said, whatever you guys are selling, I want all of it. She said, okay. She did her thing. Okay, you good. She said you'll get an email in a couple of days letting you know the status of what's going on.
Yeah.
I said, okay. Left it alone. Friday.
Yeah, because you sent me after that. You even sent me the voice note. You're like, "Yo, Lambo, there's no black folk in that tent.
No.
There was nothing." I'm like,
So
of
tell me about
course not.
Friday. So now we fast. This was Monday. Friday, tell me about the email.
So now you're in.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're in.
oh, you're
in.
We have the passes.
I have
we
the pass with my
everything.
face on it, my government name.
Both passes.
Both,
Yeah.
yeah, with my face and my government name. We both, for some reason, had yellow shirts. I didn't even know you wore a yellow shirt, but
No, I want to be straight.
In the
You
picture.
went on the other side. They gave you what you wanted.
Yes.
No. The pass for the roots, they have to send you an email to approve you, and on the day of the event on Saturday,
Right.
you have to come back up there, kill more trees, and
Exactly.
pick up that pass.
Right
for
now,
that.
currently,
Okay.
you only had a pass in order to get to the event.
Yeah. You could
Which
go
is
around,
it's
take
a media
pictures.
pass. Yeah, you can take pictures and everything.
But do you have access to the media tent with that pass?
No.
No.
no, so
Not
what,
yet. Not
yet.
they said we would receive an email that we would have to RSVP.
Which
so
already sounds like bullshit.
So we did the show on Friday morning. Okay, because with Monday,
Yeah.
Friday morning we did the show.
Did a roots mix.
Yeah, we did the roots mix. We talked about the roots, and then I opened up my emails like 9:06, and we had the email to RSVP for the media tent, and I'm like, oh, this is it. I RSVP'd.
Okay, so everybody gets that email. Like,
Yeah.
even the white
Apparently.
people.
Yeah, I don't know, but all I did, listen, it looked very like
It
professional.
looks shady to me.
I'm pretty
To
sure
me, it
some
looked
people
shady
didn't have to go
because
through that
the way
shit,
it was
but
like RSVP for the media tent. So I RSVP'd, and then they responded at 2:01. I remember my shit because you know me, I'm chronological order at
and
2:01.
the show is that day.
The next day.
The next day. Okay.
So
but
check this
next
out.
We have more emails coming.
So at 2:01, they send a reply. Thank you for RSVPing. We look forward to seeing you there.
As if it's confirmed.
It was confirmed, and then the head of PR's name is there and everything.
Like it's done.
So it's done. We're good. Technically, it's done. We're gonna go tomorrow. The next day was the show.
So we excited.
Yeah.
She's been hitting up Questlove. She knows Questlove.
Right.
Her on her own Lambo set up an interview with Ray from The Roots. If you guys know Ray from The Roots, him and Questlove did the musical arrangement for the Oscars. The Oscars where Chris Rock got slapped. They did that.
Yeah, because I was hanging out with Angry.
So Questlove and Ray Angry did that.
Yeah.
So she set up an interview.
Because I was with him in New York. Because the week before the festival happened, before Canada Day, I was in New York.
Okay.
I was taking care of some business there, and I was hanging out with Ray because Quest was doing something, and he's like, "Okay, just hang out with Ray." So I was hanging out with Ray. We went for dinner. We were chilling. We went to this event at Saks. I was invited to. I was like, "Let's go together." You know. So already there was the setup there for that. So because his publicist, which is my former publicist, which we're going to talk about that too, because when you are a white woman in the industry and you want to take money from the black community, okay, I'm going to call you out when you're seeing a situation happening, when I'm paying you, because you're my publicist too, Miss Charisma Agency. Listen, I've been calling her out because I don't play. I don't play. When you want to take my money, and it's not a few hundred, it's a couple $1,000s to do.
Publicists cost a lot.
Oh, child.
Hold on. Let me ask you this.
$10,000.
Let me ask you this.
Say what you gotta say.
Do you feel you went too far on her?
With what? On her?
No.
Too far?
We're gonna get.
Well, I guess
Don't kill me. We'll get.
I guess we'll have the
This is ready to
opportunity
kill
to judge,
me.
right?
No, we didn't go too far because I've gotten to know a little bit more about her. All the messages I got after finally somebody said something about what she does. You see?
Talk about that.
Okay, so
Yeah, so we get that. So then we did the RSVP. We're excited, and we go. So I already set up through her,
Right.
through Charisma Agency. Hi, Karen. That I sent up. Hello, Karen. Ça
people that
va?
unfollow you.
Hello. Ça va bien? Chérie?
Yo,
Okay.
you guys gonna need the whole sound bank for this show.
She tried it. I warned her though, and listen, you were there. Anyhow, so she did. She's like, "Oh, we're gonna do the interview. Just be there at that day." So you got there first.
So let me set this up. I know
I'm driving.
Yeah, no, she's itching.
Minding my own business.
Saturday.
Listening to music.
Saturday afternoon. I'm in the car with my Haitian girl, and I felt something. You know, I felt like the durée from the night before didn't go down right. I felt
The griot coming back.
you know what I mean?
The lobby in the sky.
You know.
Lambi's expensive, but you know, you're a rich nigga, so it's different. You live in different.
I could see the link.
told-
I could see the link on the horizon.
Go, bro.
I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I've been going through some personal stuff with my girl. There hasn't been no sauce on my rice for a couple of weeks. So I had to say something to her mom because I'm like, yo, what's up?
Poulet sans sauce. Poulet sans
I don't
sauce.
know. She would kill me for saying it. But now I get sauce on everything. Steak, pork chop. Yo, she been making sauce just for the fuck of it in the house now.
You not
There's
scared.
sauce in the fridge.
You're not scared at all. Go ahead, bro.
So I'm in the car here. I'm going to meet Lambo at the Jazz Press Room. So we had an interview set up with Ray Angry at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
So we had agreed to meet up at 3:30.
And no, we decided we were gonna get there about 3:30 because the media tent, actually the press room media tent, starts at 3:30. Okay. So that's just to give you some basis there. So Wizzy got there a little bit earlier. I'm still looking for parking downtown. Going, man, I should ask my husband to drive me.
So, so while I'm in the car, 3:37, I get an email, and it says refus. My heart sank because I done miss work that morning. I ain't make no money. You know what I mean? We are here just for the culture. And, and I say this so people understand, like, yo, we really love doing radio.
We love what we do.
We not get paid.
We really
It's
love it.
because you love it.
I really love it. You know, I don't call nobody's names out, but I thought it was important that we had the right people kind of guiding the narrative, our hip-hop culture in Montreal, urban culture in Montreal. So 3:37, I get an email. And it hurts because I got 2 emails. Refus, media pit, the media tent, and refus of the photo pit. I can't take no pictures. So now I feel crushed. And I've said this before. I said at this point, it wasn't about me. I was scared to tell her. Because I know, because a lot of people don't know, like, I have American partners. I know how she's going to react.
Right.
I already know this is going to go.
Right.
And,
You sent me a voice note. You were good. You didn't call me. You sent me a voice
I'm not
note.
calling her. I wasn't calling her.
He sent me a voice note. Lambo, when you get a second, check the email.
I got the
It
call.
wouldn't have been his issue. He knew I was going to go off on them.
no.
It's not his fault.
Of course.
I got out the car. My girl dropped me in the corner. I got out the car, threw my shirt on. I looked at her and I said, listen, this is going to be something, I promise you.
Yeah.
This is going to be a thing. j'avais déjà le pressentiment
You already
dedans,
saw it coming.
dedans mes os.
felt
it.
Je savais déjà. You know what I mean? It's like a third eye. I don't know. I don't believe. I don't know. I felt it. So I said, boom, good. I beat Lambo. She's still looking for parking. Let me run up.
Oh shit.
I try to smooth everything out.
Yeah.
I make everything beautiful. So I get upstairs. And there's a young lady behind the desk. I don't know what she is. She wasn't black. She wasn't white. She was everything but that.
Don't get me started on that girl. Trust me, child. Don't
You
get
would
me
think.
trusted.
You would think. No. She don't want her part's covered.
There's
Her
a
part's
part two.
covered.
I get it.
I'm setting up for her. You would think the fact that Heritage Canada gave them almost $800,000
Yep.
to the Jazz Fest.
Yeah, we found that out after. I went to go do my
for-
research. Moi, j'aime faire la recherche.
So-
Moi, j'adore la recherche because I like digging stuff on people.
$800,000.
We found that out afterwards, but yeah, that's what the Heritage Canada, they gave them. Because when Alain Babignon came on
For
board to
people
help
like us.
us,
For people like
okay?
Ils sont tellement sans.
We got, on a la force behind us. So I'm like, so,
Yeah, so they got $800,000.
And again, y'all were the only blacks
Yeah.
yep.
in media.
No, but hold on. They're sitting other blacks, but I'll let her tell that part of that story. So they got $800,000 from Heritage Canada. For those hood niggas watching, you know those commercial where it says Heritage Canada?
Yeah.
And you see the Aboriginals in the canoe?
Or slaves. Whatever.
Yeah.
That one was wild,
No,
though.
they thought they were doing right because the head of that,
Gabby's like, why
le
are these big
ministère-
Wizzy on the show?
No, but
They got the cabal.
le ministère de Finances
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
Heritage Canada is Latino. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's meeting that. Listen, he ain't black, so you're not meeting any quota. Okay,
So I go upstairs, and my heart's pumping. I got my New Balance on. My girl got me for my birthday. I'm excited. I'm gonna meet Ray Angry from The Roots. Lambo's fulfilling on her promises. Everything is beautiful. I'm organized. I looked at my notes. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you get to go.
I saw Karine from Charisma Agency. Now,
Hi,
at the time-
Karen.
at the time, she was her
At the time.
publicist.
At the time.
At that time?
she was still my publicist.
Okay.
Oh wait, I got something.
Don't
for
wait,
you.
don't wait.
The relationship kind of changed, obviously.
Let me
clearly.
tell you.
That already caught on.
Let me wet the back of my
Already
throat.
She's waiting for
Alex, you might need to go get some more LS. So
Let me wet the back of my throat.
my cup is tuned up.
I'm feeling a refill.
So
My God.
So she sees me. I can tell now looking back, like, yo, she seemed kind of excited. I wasn't with Lambo just yet. So I go to her, say, yeah, how you doing, guys? So thanks to Lambo, I did the red carpet for the Maxim party.
Yeah, because I fulfill all my promises. I have hookups, and I'm like, I'm gonna get you on things that normally they would say no to for whatever hate you've been dealing with, like the Haitian cabal. I'm gonna get you.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but I fulfill my. I don't say I can do something if I can't.
Okay.
You know.
Quick side story. Don't ever go to an exclusive party with Lambo. And I'll tell you why.
Why is that?
So I had to take pictures on the red carpet, which is the funniest thing. I'll show you guys the video after. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Gabby, I'm there. Ici, Bruni Surin, ici. Right here. So I don't know what I'm doing. But her and I were laughing
I need to see.
because I'll show you a video. Because I'm American and she's American, so she gets it. She not to coach me. She just like, yo, Weez,
No.
take pictures on the red carpet. I already knew what the game was. Take pictures on the red carpet. You'll have your pass. You could do your shit after.
Do
Yeah.
your thing, yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Guy was there like this. Wyclef came, he wanted to be different. He didn't want to come the regular way.
Of course not.
Wyclef came the way. As soon as Wyclef saw me, only nigga on the red carpet on me. Take a picture. Wyclef was like this. I
Yeah.
said, Clef, c'est justement. C'est justement.
Even there we had issues.
He was like, yeah.
Even there we had issues, and we'll talk about MVP group after this.
So I took pictures of 2.5 hours. Maxim red carpet party, F1 weekend. Lambo comes to me, he's like, okay, we're good to go now. Oh, by the way, our entourage is the twins, world famous dancers.
Yeah, mes amis sont les twins. so, yeah.
All of their people. Couple niggas from the hood, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I brought everybody.
I know them niggas too. So, no, we good. And I start following the group. Now I'm next to Lambo's husband, X-Wham, and I'm nervous now because I'm like, okay, this is my first in-scene party. Okay, Wizzy, you have to act properly. Don't get excited. Don't yo, just enjoy the moment, soak it in.
À cause de Bruni Surin.
Bruni gave me the thumbs up. Bruni was like, Bruni was like,
You're a fucking
nigga.
idol, man.
You know?
The way you ran in 1994.
Don't make
I
Bruni look bad. Don't make Bruni look bad.
Well,
Don't let these new niggas. You saying
I was walking, I was leading because I'm like, listen, I'm tall, I'm wearing heels, my feet hurt, I'm half naked, like we gonna go.
This is the way. We didn't even get.
Too fair.
We didn't get them. So she in the way.
I'm holding people's hand and they twins, they both push my husband, they're both holding me, walking with me.
punishing the spouse. Excuse me.
They don't care. Those two, he'll tell you about them, huh?
The twins are wild. They ain't gonna talk.
God.
Yo, I'm in the back just anchoring this ship that's moving. And I never told this story with Lambo next to me, so it's pretty dope. Okay. So as we're walking through the party, I'm seeing all the niggas that cabal me. So I'm on to, I mean, I'm low key hating on Lambo. I'm like, yo, she's gonna get refused. Fuck that. We can't go no further.
No,
None of that.
We got back.
Hold on. We went to the first thing. Went to the first room. Maintenant, on est dans le gala. I'm like, oh shit, okay, cool. They got the dancers like Kanye, motherfuckers dancing off the fucking roof. I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. They had the futuristic girls with the blinders. I'm like, oh, this is dope.
Yeah.
We went into the VIP section. People spend $5,000, $10,000,
30,000, yeah.
30,000, 6,000 for their booth.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is the best shit.
Gonna end.
No.
Gabby, I was like, okay.
No, it's not the best.
Moi, je suis clair, Gabby.
You had a good run.
That's not
You
the
had a
best
good
that
run.
I
the
can
street,
do.
Gabby. Moi, je viens de rien, Gabby. You know what I mean? My mom never been to Foot Locker.
No, that's not
My
the
first
best that I
Nike
can
was from
do.
Sun Youth. Don't let niggas lie to you. I cried my first day at Nike. I'm telling you real shit. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna get refused. We don't get into the VIP. Yo, Lambo is still going. I'm like,
Yeah?
what the fuck? I'm looking at her husband like, where the fuck is she going?
My husband's used to it.
So I'm trying to understand. Is this a Lambo? Fawa? No. Cause she's not telling me nothing. Remember,
I just
we
walk.
hooked up.
I'm like, just
She wanted
follow.
you to live these.
Just follow me.
But Gabby, let nigga know.
No heads up, no
Envoie-moi un
nothing.
bref, mon
Yeah,
cher.
nah.
No.
Send me a text. She
No.
just keeps walking.
Un agenda.
Authentic.
Where was I gonna hide the phone in my outfit?
Oh, I'm gonna show you guys.
I gave it to my husband.
I'm gonna show you guys that too. The see-through shit. She be wildin'. I passed Ricky D. So now it's my turn to flex.
Yeah, of course. Hey, you pass Ricky D.
Enough is
Listen.
enough.
So she leading the way. Now I come to pass him now. Give him a tap on his belly. Hey, what's up, man? I'm good. I'm still walking. Now we reach the barrier between regular folk, the stage, and backstage.
Backstage, yeah.
I'm like, yo, listen, man, too much niggas, man. We ain't getting in, man.
I just stood at the front. Yeah.
Yo, she's there. Yo, Lambo went to the security guard.
Come on.
Now I'm trying to understand where the fuck. No, Charles and Gabby, I'm trying to
Because
understand.
if I'm correct, the booze is there, and you're here. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would be like, we're supposed to be here when the
No,
alcohol
we're
here.
still going. We're still
No,
going. Because we trying to get to the backstage.
I don't know where the fuck she's going. She
Yeah.
knows she's going.
You were on a mission.
Of course.
I was
You already
on a
knew where you
mission.
I do.
wanted to.
Because these are my peoples and
Right.
my twins, I wanted them to have a good time. I wanted to get the show from on the stage.
Right.
So
The side of the stage.
I do-
Not the covered part, the open part of the
Right.
stage.
It would have been
Right.
helpful if Lambo had communicated this with us.
No,
'cause
no, it's
remember,
okay, just
we went
follow.
from outside. She's like, just follow.
Yeah.
I thought it was just to get into the motherfucking place.
Know your place. man.
No,
Know your
yeah,
place.
I need to know my place.
Follow.
Trying to
Follow.
stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Focus.
Focus.
I'm learning.
Focus.
I'm learning. Next thing you know, I am on stage. Wyclef is 10 feet away from me.
Yeah.
On his knees with the guitar like this. Mariana. And I'm crying. I got my girl on the fucking FaceTime. Like I'm a brand new nigga. Like you new to this. Yes.
And I'm like, yes. Look at that.
I'm like this. I'm like
PK
this.
Subban. PK Subban's on the damn stage.
They told me I'll never go nowhere with community radio. Good things happen to good people.
I just wanted to go backstage because I wanted to get Les Twins to get on the stage because he's good friends with they're good friends with T-Pain, which I know T-Pain as well, which we
Right.
actually spoke
T-Pain
to
was there. I forgot
yeah,
that.
we spoke to him behind
No, we
stage
get-
before
At
he
At this point, I think
performed.
you know everybody.
No.
but I didn't
say
say
you know. I'm
anything.
assuming you.
It's much funner when I tell the story because you guys see how she runs her game. Now I'm on stage.
And she makes it seem like it's nothing, right? Like,
I just
Yeah,
walked.
no. So, I'm stuck now. I'm a couple shooters from Burgundy. It's cool.
That's cool.
It's cool. I'm on stage with Wyclef. It's regular shit. I see this other black guy running around with a black bandana, with a yellow bandana, throwing shit all over the place. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Wyclef finishes. Lambo says, "Hey, listen, guys, we're gonna go backstage. Just congregate here,
Yeah.
right next to Wyclef's green room.
Yeah.
You see Wyclef?
Yeah, right there in front of his green room. Mhm.
I look down the hall. I tell the story to people and I cry when I went back to the hood. Like I seen some shit. I've been on some adventures. Je suis comme Robinson Crusoe. I can't even say it, Crusoe. I've seen him in some shit. I tell people, I say, yo, y'all can never tell me nothing about Lambo in fucking life.
you're good.
I look down the hall. I see the twins hugging T-Pain
Yeah.
next to Wyclef,
Yeah.
laughing with PK Subban.
Yeah.
PK Subban was the nigga with the yellow bandana.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm there like this. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, I'm like, who is this girl? So T-Pain comes down.
He's your co-host, bro.
Yeah, T-Pain. Yeah.
Shout out to T-Pain.
Comes down the alley. He gives her a hug for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And you know,
'Cause we had a reunion.
If a nigga hugs you for 2 minutes, you know him on.
Yeah.
So she goes, hey, this is my husband. This is my husband, ex-wife, Canadian beatboxer. He's the one. Mm-hmm. I see her, and once again, I've never told this story with her next to me. But this is the story I tell people. As she's introducing her husband, T-Pain is in front of her. She's locking her corner eye with me. Mm-hmm. That's telling me, Gabby, it's go time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Me, I'm ready. I done brought my fucking fake camera bag so people know. So people know
I'm fast.
I'm media. I got my fucking shit right here. I got the biggest PV, red carpet, everything's on
I gave
it.
him the big pass.
So you feel insecure.
No, but it was a pass. It's like a pass this size, like the pillow. They get huge passes. I'm like, okay.
I put it in my room to my girl when we get the house going in the man cave. So she just introduced T-Pain to her husband. Now she locks the corner of her eye with me.
It's your
now,
cue.
Charles.
It's your cue.
She's like, it's go time. So me, I'm telling myself, okay, now she don't know what I'm about, but she don't know. I was born for this. I love it. T-Pain should meet me. She goes, this nigga right here, this is Wizzy Moonchaser. This starts going off. This is Wizzy Moonchaser, the best radio host in the country. T-Pain's like, who the fuck is this nigga? Yo,
Because he's
like,
a something nigga, and I know you gotta hype because
Yes,
you
yeah,
can't
I
come
do.
correct and be.
So wait,
Wow.
Gabby.
Listen, I'm a hood chick. I'm refined. I'm a hood chick. Okay.
You were not ready for that, right? You were not.
Yo, I'm
not
sweating.
expecting-
I am the person. It's funny he says this because people always say that about me. I'm the person, like when there's an event happening, like watch what's gonna happen when I get a bottle of this and I go on my IG. I'm the hype chick. I go in. People will call me like, where can I get this? I hype people's stuff up. When I believe in my people and I want them to succeed, like you can feel it.
It's genuine. Yeah.
It's genuine. I go off, but I always do that if I believe in my people. So it's funny because I did.
So,
But he just didn't see that.
no, because she's like, hey, listen, she hugged T-Pain for 2 minutes.
Yeah, we were reminiscing
Say, yo,
and
yo.
talking
He's
briefly.
like, yo, Tisha, great to see you. She's like,
Yeah.
man. She goes, hey, listen, this is my husband, ex-wife.
Rewound.
And then I caught me. I'm in the back. I don't know what the fuck to do with myself at this point. I'm right next to Wyclef. Fucking the twins are there. While I didn't spend the night with the twins the night before at the exclusive party. So we
Yeah.
cool. I got Logan hugging on me. I got all these falls all over the world following me now. I'm like, okay, this is popping.
Hey, man.
Yo, she's hyping. She's going off while I'm talking to T-Pain. He's like, yeah, what's up, man? I said, what's up, T-Pain? I'm the Moonchaser. I just want you to know, I'm the only nigga playing your shit in the city.
Yes, he did.
Both of y'all.
So
Yup.
we never had a conversation.
Nothing.
We never had a StreamYard.
Nothing.
Zoom meeting.
Nothing.
Not like
Google Meet.
Improv.
We never
It's
talked
not
about
like
shit.
y'all rehearsed anything.
No, this is like it's
Make
the real
sure you give
deal.
that Tropical Joe. We don't kill Tropical today too. We'll give you guys all.
Who?
We'll give you guys.
Montez, was that before or after he
Wait.
so
that?
that T-Pain interaction, was that before or after he said that Tupac was not a great lyricist? I just want to know.
I think that was after.
I think it was
It was
after.
after,
It was
yeah.
after.
Yeah.
So
Time
yeah,
frame.
but T-Pain be wild, but he's a dope dude. But
It's his POV.
But as I'm talking to T-Pain, she's still going off. Like, yo, you need to link up with him. He's the guy.
She said
I'm
she's
like,
the
yo,
hype
how the
girl.
fuck did she go from 0 to 100? Like, I didn't even know she had that bag. That happened. So back to the jazz festival.
Festival.
The jazz
And
festival.
let me just say before you go there, the reason why I did that with T-Pain is I know how he is. If somebody's hype that he knows, he's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna remember this nigga right
for sure.
here.
He's gonna
If you're
get
just
it.
like, oh, whatever, he's gonna be
Don't
like,
forget
okay,
it.
it ain't
Don't
shit.
forget
I
it.
know how it is.
Yeah.
Each person gets their different version. You're gonna see different versions of hype depending on who I introduce you
but
to.
they trust you too.
Yeah, they
your
trust me,
judgment.
exactly.
So if they see that you're genuine about it,
Yeah.
She
No.
also knows how to move depending on with who
Yeah.
you're speaking to.
No, definitely believe in me.
Refill?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
we're done with LS. We don't have that no more LS.
Oh, okay.
Goddamn.
I'm sorry, guys.
That was part. So
Should have brought us
That's
on
good.
bottom.
So,
I have them,
so to
whatever.
bring everybody back in. So now Saturday, I just got an email. We got refused from the media tent and the photo pit. I'm at the desk. You would think they got money from Heritage Canada. They got subvention from the government. This is. I would like to. I don't know if people don't know, like jazz. I
It
thought
would
black.
be presumptuous.
I thought.
It wouldn't be presumptuous.
I thought black
of you
people
to
created
think
it.
that-
But white
I
people.
think that's
but-
what happened.
Yeah,
Especially when you're the only, black.
Yeah.
So I would think that there'll be a little bit of a little bit of softness at the desk, like you make it seem
Consideration.
Like, yeah, consideration. You would think that they'll be a little bit more understanding. Like,
Nope.
they make you
No.
feel like we were begging them for the shit.
No, no.
So I go to the desk. I'm like, yo, nice. Même pas agressif. Because I know she's coming up the stairs just now. I said, let me...
Good cop, bad cop.
Once again, we never had a Zoom meeting or Google Meet. We never discussed what would happen if we suffer conflict. I think this is like our second week working together.
Yeah.
We never know conversation.
Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah.
I told her, yo, listen, I don't know, we can't tell these guys about the reality show yet, man. We can't get to it. You're giving us too much exclusive on your podcast. So I go to the girl at the desk. I said, you know, like I feel like a bitch nigga with my tail between my legs. I say, I'm eating au psychiatrie. I just got an email. Je veux juste confirmer avec vous. On a été refusé. Yo, you would think the girl be like, yeah. She's like, yep.
Yep.
Come, cool, net.
And we're talking, it's not the same lady that you spoke to.
No, she was nice.
This one.
Yo, cool, net.
Could be.
Like, boom, get out.
She wasn't even,
Bye, nigga.
she wasn't even like, yo, I see you guys are here. Let me see what I can do. Let me call somebody. If you want to talk to somebody and follow up on it.
Question. Elle savait déjà, t'as juste posé la question and she knew?
Well, I mean, they're the only black.
I know,
black
no,
outfit.
No, she,
That's a good question.
Details are
question.
important.
No,
Details are
She didn't go
important.
clack, clack, clack,
She
let me
probably
check.
didn't.
No,
She didn't. No, she
Nothing.
She
didn't.
probably didn't even need to know. She just saw him.
Nah.
Ils ont rien vérifié.
That's a good point. I didn't see her do no clap.
Non, elle a rien
And I'm not asking.
vérifié.
She's like-
she was white, I'm assuming.
She wasn't. No,
She's
she was-
something. I don't know what
was
she
Middle
is.
Eastern or something. She wasn't.
No. Let's be straight.
She got a tan.
She could be black as night. Mm-hmm. She could still be white inside.
Yeah, exactly.
That was racist, but it's cool.
No. I mean, I'm just saying.
There you go.
She could be the blackest person.
Yeah,
in
but she
terms of
wasn't.
whatever.
No, but she
She
wasn't.
could be white. You know, like
I just-
white in their mentality or white inside. You know.
I just felt that there's no softness behind it, and like you think like you want media to cover your festival, but
They don't
we're
give
not.
a shit.
We're not the sequel to Hidden Fan. But I think we provide an important service to our community. Like we're
Yeah.
the only urban morning show, and we've given stuff to our community. We interview everybody.
Yeah.
Celebrities, NBA
Politicians,
players, politicians,
yeah.
entrepreneurs. I interviewed Selena Gomez. She told Trudeau to fuck off. She told me, yo, I've been in the room that you guys all talk about. I've been in the room of high power
knows.
with Trudeau. They don't give a fuck about us. These are people I'm talking to on my little community radio show.
So I'm saying he's had people even before I came on board. I'm there to just support and elevate
fuck
with
them
my
up now. Of
contacts.
course. We're gonna fuck-
That's it.
So il n'y avait pas de douceur. So now,
I arrive.
yeah, I know you exit.
Oh, you were arriving?
So before she goes,
So how
I
much,
can't
how
even-
much time did you have before she arrived?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah. I was like, I found parking. I ran up
I
that
turned my
street.
back to the desk, and I start feeling things like they're kind of like I start feeling a vibe where they're kind of like. And for those that don't know, I have a deck in psychology.
okay. So you observe people. You.
I took theories of
people, you can read
personality. I got
people.
82 in it. I'm pretty nice with it. And I took philosophy in college, and I got my project management degree from McGill. So I know a little bit of things. I start feeling. Je commence à avoir un certain pressentiment. Il y a un certain vibe dans la place. I couldn't see Karine. Yo, she looked. Karine from Charisma at the time was her PR person. She saw me going through the melee, and I was like, "How come we refused?" I said, "We the only black morning show. We the only shit for niggas." All I want to see is niggas. I said, my co-host knows them. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
I said, okay. So my back, no, she's coming in now. So my back is to the desk. So Lambo does the American thing. She talks loud enough. She's talking to me, but she's talking loud enough so everybody.
She's talking to the room.
Yeah.
Talking to the
So
room.
you take
room.
it over.
So when we were in there, we turned around and we were opening our stuff from the bag, and I'm like, oh, I can't believe they refused us. I can't believe that this is what they're going to do. We're the only English urban hip hop radio station morning show in Montreal. That's in English right now, and this is a part of hip hop culture. We're interviewing American bands that are here. The Roots is like the staple to music, and then when you talk about jazz and hip hop, I'm like, come on. So I'm talking. So we decide, we're like, we said what we had to say, and we getting everything ready. And then Karen from Charisma Agency, I'm so glad I fired you. But we start.
She's petty as fuck.
It is what it is.
She turns around. You know, I keep it real. Listen, they don't call me the real Svelana for nothing. I always warn people.
It's about to get real in here. That's her drop.
But, you know, we went to go do the interview. Karen's like, oh, you ready to do the interview? And I'm like, oh, we're like really early for the interview. Well, we can get it done now. So even I'm sensing she's got a little attitude. And I'm like, okay, we're going to do it. So we go. I introduce Ray to
So you
Wizzy.
basically bypass whatever's going on.
Yeah, for now, I was just like, whatever. I bypassed it because of the connection that I have.
Right.
Ray was already expecting it.
But is it in the media tent?
Yeah, no.
The room.
We're in the jazz press room.
In the press room. The media tent's in a different area.
Another section.
We're supposed to get the passes and go to the media tent,
Right.
but we didn't get that. And I was like, well, we already have an interview here in the press room, so we're at least going to do that.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
I get
'cause there's
it.
three different sections.
So
There's-
two different sections, one interview in the press room, but the ultimate
The
goal...
media tent is on the
was to
outside.
say,
Y'all
Yeah.
independently
And that was already happening at
nothing-
3:30.
Okay.
Yeah, she set that up.
That was already happening at
Yeah, she said
3:30.
that.
So if I didn't set this up, we would have had
You would have had
nothing.
nothing.
Okay.
We would have had
Well,
nothing.
We basically had nothing when it came
Yeah.
down to it. Look up.
So then we decide. I introduce them. We get everything set up to interview Ray. Now, that young lady, and I use the term loosely. She's not a lady. She was sitting behind the desk. That young girl that was like, "No, you don't have it. It's done." She's walking around because now this is the setup. See how both of you are sitting?
Yeah.
So it's like you're Ray, you're me. That's how we're sitting, and Wizzy sitting right in the front.
Right. Okay.
So he can't see who's behind them, but I
Right.
see everything
Right,
behind
right,
him.
right,
So
right.
I see the girl at the desk. I see the other media people. I see Karine from Charisma Agency. Hi, Karine. I see her sitting there. And she's just looking. So the girl from the desk, the receptionist from the Just for Laughs Jazz Festival. I almost said because it's been in my mind. The Jazz Festival. She's sitting there. She's just staring at me. She gets up and she goes around the corner of the desk and she's giving me dirty looks and she walks past me. That microaggression, you know that microaggression when people have it towards you? And she's rolling her eyes and I'm looking. Now, meanwhile, when that's happening, she's going to get some bag of chips or whatever because she came back with the chips. And we're talking to Ray. We're doing the interview. Then it starts getting really loud in a press room where we're doing interviews. They're getting loud. So we're doing sound. You can't get that loud.
We have the audio.
We
have the audio.
We have. Oh, yes.
No, it was known. People always asking. It was
But y'all
known
was
that
setting up.
They knew we were
He's done
interviewing.
other interviews, and there's somebody waiting after us to interview him too.
Yeah,
so
there was a lineup.
They
Yeah.
entendu.
But it's the place.
So they
for
knew
that.
because
You're
it's like
supposed to-
I would say the distance. So the desk, and then let's say like right over here, like a little bit further down. That's the distance. So they know you have to be quiet because we're conducting interviews.
Of course.
So this one's walking back with her bag of chips. Her and Karine are eating the chips and they're laughing. And then the other group of people are being loud. So I'm making all kind of faces. Wizzy sees me making faces and he's like, why are you making, he's trying to figure, I see it on his face. And I'm looking, finally I gave enough looks that they all just shut up.
Right.
They saw like, listen, I'm finna get up right now because I've had enough. And that's when they all quiet. And you hear it in the audio.
Yeah.
Like our tech guy tried to clean the audio. It's so bad. It's so bad. We were
That's what you meant, but you
disrespected.
ended up with nothing.
Yeah.
So disrespected.
Yeah, it's
Everybody else that did the interview with Ray, the whole room was quiet. But when we went, they're getting louder, and you hear it in the audio. You hear we need to send it to them because you can literally
I'll
hear
send
it.
you. Yeah,
So you hear the loudness, and you're gonna start laughing when you hear it.
And there's a point where you don't hear nothing.
You don't hear anything. That's the point where I gave them that look like, niggas, if you don't shut up, I'm finna turn into a real hood chick in a second. Like, shut the fuck up. I gave them that look.
That's crazy.
And you hear it in the audio because it was like so quiet, you can hear a pin drop.
Yeah.
Okay? And then they started again. So I was like, when we wrapped up everything, we took the picture.
No, but say your part. Say your part. Where happens when she interrupted the interview?
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot that. Yeah, so we're doing the interview.
Yeah, we're having too much fun.
what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's too comfortable.
So he's comfortable chilling. Ray's comfortable. So Karine comes over and she's...
The one that was working for you at the time.
And she's also Ray's publicist.
Right.
She comes in and she starts talking while we're recording, getting into the... why are you... First of all, publicists don't do that. I know many PR people. You don't get involved like that.
Never.
No.
And she's talking while we're interviewing. She's talking and saying things.
About what? The fuck?
And I'm like...
Oh, we gotta wrap it up now.
But you do this behind... I'm used to it. That's why I'm seeing you so you can stand in the back and you go like this,
Interrupting,
5 minutes,
course.
4, 3.
Of
I'm
course.
used to it. I grew up in this industry. I know what
But
it's
the way
like.
she did it, you know that it was out of line.
Oh, no. And then she's talking still and making jokes and want to start rubbing people's shoulders. You know, I'm like, listen, we need to stop here. So we wrapped up the interview. That was done. And then we go to we pack up our stuff after taking the pictures. And then we get to the front. So that young lady that was being very microaggressive towards us and with the chips and... So I turn around and we're just packing stuff up and we're talking. Once again, I'm speaking so the whole room can hear everything. And I'm like, you know what? I can't believe they did us dirty like this. You know, we're supposed to be able to have the media tents, go, you know, on the TD stage. We're the only morning hip hop radio show. Like, this is important for us. I don't know why they would do this. This is what happens. I'm not even looking at her. She turns around. Oh, I guess somebody is so upset with us today. I guess somebody has a problem over here with us. I turned around and said, are you talking to me? Because I know you're not talking to me. And I got real close to her. I said, I know you're not talking to me.
It's probably the same as how it happened last.
Oh, yeah, because I still feel it in my blood.
I'm feeling it. Yeah,
and then there's a girl who works she worked for the Jazz Fest. She's the camera person, like she's taking the photographer, and she's laughing.
Laughing at us.
And I'm like, oh, you think it's funny that the only black urban morning show is getting banned, and now you have something to say when my back is turned? I said, you know what? I got something for you. I ain't going nowhere. And I started getting loud, and now Ray's doing another interview, and I see Karine take him and go bring him to a quieter area because now we're being too loud. Now she's concerned. Now she's concerned.
Now she's concerned about the
interview. The level.
Right.
Why?
So I'm going. So then she walks up to me. So I go up to Karine, and I'm like, Karine, mais qu'est-ce que tu fais? She's like, well, I can't get involved. I'm like, I'm your client.
And she started it.
So is Ray. I'm here for one client at a time. I'm like, no, because you have two clients in the room. And you're here, you know the people at the Jazz Fest. You obviously know old girl because you're eating chips with her and kikiing and laughing with her. Oh, I don't know her like that. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to just sit down and put my hand in a bag of chips with some girl that I don't know. I don't know where her hands have been. You don't know her? What the hell wrong with you?
She's got a point.
Yo, so at this point...
Oh, child.
Il y a des gens qui sont juste dégueulasses, là, mais...
Yeah, no, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know you.
What was the point of all? I'm going to continue. I just want to understand.
Child, she's making me sweat.
So now I'm there.
Where are you at after this? What you doing?
Remember I told you guys, we didn't have a Zoom meeting. We didn't have a Google Meet. There was no StreamYard.
Nope.
There was no planning here. There's no plan. I don't know what to do with her when she starts wilding out. In my head, I'm saying, okay, you know, all us black people, we have that line. We understand, okay, we crossed that line. Okay. Yeah, we're all in. We're all in.
That's it. So I'm talking to her.
So hold on. I'm trying to save the day at least once. I start pleading with them. I said, guys, come on. I said, you guys might not think nothing of me, but she's a real celebrity. I said, just Google her. I said, come on, Jazz Fest. You guys don't want this. I'm pleading with them.
He's pleading with them while I'm talking to Karine, and I'm like, oh.
Because they don't know what's going to happen.
No, I told her, so you can take money from black folk. You can have black friends around you. You're that white girl that's going to tell everybody, I got 4 black friends. You have to calculate how many black friends you have and let everybody know. You can take money from our community, but when you're there seeing an injustice, you're
not going to fight for it.
And I'm seeing you.
But she was part of it.
She was hiding behind a pillar, bro.
She was hiding behind a pillar. She all of a sudden started moving her body to go hide. It was like a comedic. I wanted to laugh at one point because I'm like, but I did laugh. And I said, this bitch is really doing this. She started hiding behind the pillar because I'm getting louder. And I'm like, so you taking my money too? You're supposed to represent me. And you see this happen and then you say nothing? I said, girl, I got you. You're going to go down. I said, as a matter of fact, today, you're fired.
You said that
right there. And then I followed up with messages after that, trust me, to make sure that there were receipts of what happened. I explained what happened in writing, and I let her know. I put voice notes. I said, trust me. I said, you're finished. Is she the owner of the agency? Yeah.
Oh, she's the owner?
She's the owner of Charisma Agency.
And this is how she behaves?
So give them the name now. Bring them to when you ask the girl for the name.
Oh, yeah. So I asked the young lady at the front, I'm like, give me your name. Oh, why do you want my name? I'm like, give me your name. I'm like, this is my name. So I said, I can write it down for you. I said, this is my name. I can spell it so you can go Google it. So you can understand the level of what's going to happen. I've been an activist and an advocate for a decade. And what is the one thing that I always fight for besides mental health, domestic violence? Injustice. Is Black Lives Matter. I've been for black people, for our community. Listen, I led the second march that they had here where Terry from here, I led one of the marches.
Right, yeah.
You don't think, I'm for our people. What's wrong with you? Take your time, Google me if you don't believe me, because now it's about to go down. And she's like, no, I'm like, give me your name. She gives me some bogus name. And I'm like, that's not.
No, she wasn't scared then.
No, she didn't give me. I'm like, that's not your real name. I can tell. Some Kalissa. I'm like, that's not your name. That's not your name. I said, if you want, I'll give you my ID. Give me your name. She didn't want to. So I'm still going off. I see from my peripheral, there's like 3 white people. Okay, 1 tall dude and 2 blonde ladies. And I turned my body because I could already tell. These are the people. These are the decision maker people. Okay?
And they're just monitoring what's going on.
Because I saw her body language do this. And I said, oh, who's that? Because she's getting nervous now. So then I'm still going and he comes up. He takes off his glasses. What's going on here?
No. Right away as they come to the elevator, she goes, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. It's true. I forgot that.
Because she's at the desk, right?
So basically.
So the minute he turns the corner, like we saw him
she saw them coming.
The minute he turned the corner, she goes, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Because I was still going
It was like
off.
this. It was like this.
180.
It was like this.
I went off. I was too busy going off. I forgot about that. I was like, no.
Yo, to see the hypocrisy play out in front of your eyes. It's crazy.
Live.
It's crazy. And you guys got to think, I experience this all the time doing media.
Of course.
Before she was here.
Of course.
And no one cares because we're community radio.
Yeah, it's nothing new.
I don't tolerate injustices like that. And I'm like, what's fair is fair. We're media as well. We deserve, like, you gave us the accreditation and you took it away. So you can't rescind something when you already gave it. So now,
valid reason either.
no valid reason. And I was talking to Phil, who's the director of Relations Publiques.
One name Phil.
Yeah, one name Phil. They don't want to give me
He's
his
like
last name. Like Sharon, Madonna, and Beyonce. He has no last name, apparently. When you're doing PR
course.
for the Jazz Fest and you're the directeur de Relations Publiques,
C'est directeur.
you don't have a last name. Okay, Phil. So I'm explaining to him the situation. I'm like, you don't know what happened? He goes, no, I don't know what happened. I said, I know. I'm saying it rhetorically, okay? Like, don't insult my intelligence. I'm an intelligent woman. I have a few degrees, okay?
Yo, we were killing them in there, bro.
The other ladies, they stood on the side. They were like,
They
we
ain't
don't
say
want
shit.
nothing.
They didn't say shit.
So I said, let me give you my name, my phone number, my email. I'm going to write it down. He had the opportunity to fix the situation. We explained what happened to us. He did nothing, okay? So he's a part of the problem, too. He did nothing.
Of course.
No, say what you said.
So I said, first of all, how many Black radio stations do you have representing Montreal? We have many Black media outlets from all over the world.
That's not what you asked.
All over the world. That's what he said. I'm going to repeat, all over the world that are going to be representing the Jazz Fest. I said, what about Montreal?
Isn't the fucking question.
He's
Quiet.
like, he got quiet. He had nothing to say.
The room got quiet.
Yeah, and I was like, wow. Okay. So I said, you know what? I'm done.
Because you already knew what you were facing.
I was like, all right, man.
You already knew
Yeah.
you were about to
Yeah,
waste your
yeah.
time.
I was like, let's jump in the elevator. And it's funny because, their reply was like, we deny a lot of people. We got a lot of requests. And I always tell people, if you do a festival, I'm under the thinking, if you're going to have 100 media people come, you would think that 100 media people are going to want to go to the closing event, right?
for sure.
So you will allocate for that. Now you want to turn around and say, oh, we gave precedence to those that covered the whole event. Okay, that's
But you
cool.
didn't ask us to cover the whole event. If you would have asked us, then we would have done it. But you said, who do you want to cover?
And
Like,
they
you
never
gave us a
stated that.
choice.
They never told you that from
No.
the beginning
And-
anyway.
Yep,
And I
exactly.
told them, she knows them. Her own PR was blocking her from getting in touch with
Yeah,
Questlove.
because I
That's
told her, I
messed
said,
up.
can you just tell Quest I'm trying to reach him? I know when he's getting prepared for a show. I've known him for a long time. I said, he sometimes doesn't check his phone. Just let him know Tisha's trying to get in touch with him and I need to talk to him. She didn't want to give him the message. Because my mother said it, because my mother's known him for a long time too. And she's like, she didn't believe you actually knew them like that.
course.
That's
It's
what
not
it
about-
is. Oh, but trust me, I showed
That's
her
what it was?
that
Yeah,
night.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
trust
No,
me.
well,
And this is still a person that you are paying.
No.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I mean, you're already there to faire relations publiques. You can just go say, hey, by the
There's
way.
a level of professionalism at
there's
all
more.
time.
Oh, there's more.
She didn't give me the chair and came up. I'll just say this: like a lot of people, like we did shout out to the Red Coalition for supporting us.
Yeah.
Alan Babino, Joel and Moro and all those guys are great.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people hear our story and like, okay, they're just mad because they couldn't see the roots. I don't do that shit.
come on.
No, I don't do that.
I saw
shit.
the
Listen,
roots. I saw them.
I'm gonna see them. I'm gonna get the interview in New York. I'm cool.
But I was there. I
But
saw
nobody,
them.
the Jazz Fest, the news, even when City TV News and Global came, and they, we did the press run, and they put the story out there. No one talked about the treatment that we had in the Jazz press
Yeah.
run.
Why would
it,
they?
it has nothing to do with the media. Package.
Even the answer, the answer that they gave when they put after the press release, after the press conference, we sat down and I read the story. The news journalist that was there, she's worked with me before on City News when I've done, contribution for the community. And I told her, I said, wow. I'm like, Felicia, this was such a stupid answer. And she's like, I know. So their answer that they gave was, they said they said it was unfortunate that we were treated this way for, the media rescindation of the accreditation. They started talking and promoting about the Roots show, how successful the Roots show was. So instead of answering the question and how we were treated, they were
bypassed.
promoting
They
it.
bypassed. Yeah.
They were promoting it. And I'm like, you think I'm angry? I saw the Roots. I was right in the front. I took my husband because I told Wizzy, you're going to come because we're going to go. I said, oh, trust me, we're going to see them. He chilled.
I fucking knocked out, man.
So I went with my husband. We saw the show. And then afterwards, I went towards the back. I saw Kirk and I was like, Kirk is like, oh my God, girl, what are you doing here? I'm like, Then I see Karen from Charisma Agency come out with Ray. And she looked whiter than she normally looks. Okay?
No, you didn't tell him.
Awkward as fuck.
No, because she's skipping the part. She got the passes from the Roots.
No, but that's after that.
Okay.
So I was there.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
you
so
got that.
she sees me because I told Kirk, go tell listen, I said, go tell Amir I'm here. I know him by his government name. I'm like, go tell Amir I'm here. He's like, no problem. I'm going to go. He goes. And then the assistant comes out. Oh, my God, what are you doing here? Here, pass for you. How many do you need? I said, oh, okay. Karen's just looking. I said, mm-hmm. Okay. So then they're like, come, let her through with her husband. So I get through, and they're like, okay, you can't go on, because Quest always has his private bus that he always has, aside from the guys. Yeah. He's like, you can go by yourself. I said, no problem, I'm going to go by myself. So I went by myself to talk to him. As soon as I got in there, it was like a reunion. We were so happy to see each other, because we're always in passing, because we've been both so busy.
Right, for sure.
You know, and we were talking. He's like, yo, what happened? I'm like, dude, check your phone. And I told him what happened, and he's like, wow. He's like, who's that? I'm like, he thought that Karine was like a groupie or something, because he didn't realize that was her his publicist.
Sounds like it.
You know? So then this is where it gets funny. We're talking. He's like, come see me do the DJ set, where I'm doing like a secret DJ set in the TD scene area. He's like, here's the additional passes for you and your husband, whatever you need, come there. We'll be there soon. So I said, no problem. We'll chop it up. I made sure that we had each other's correct additional phone numbers. And he's like, when you come to New York, just call my assistant if anything, if you can't reach me. So she always knows. And then Kathy's like, anytime for you, girl, like, I got you. So we come out, I'm just smiling, and I see Karen standing there with Ray, and Ray's like, you know, girl, I was going to give you passes, but I had interviews, because I think she told him something, because his tone changed.
Have a little bit of humility and shut the fuck up. Like,
okay, she told him something.
Up, just keep your mouth shut, no?
So he's acting all so I knew, I'm like, oh, okay, this is what's going on here. So I'm looking at the situation, so I go to Thought to talk to Black Thought. We took a picture together. We're talking, reminiscing, and I noticed she's only with Ray and her little entourage, and she made sure this time, because of what I wrote to her, she brought a little Black token friend with her and these two Asian girls. So you couldn't make sure that I was, you know, correct with our passes, but you made sure your friends, the ones that, you know, your little fan club that you can impress, because that doesn't impress me. Oh, you're behind the scenes of, you know, the jazz. That shit doesn't do shit for me. So I'm looking at this going, but you're not talking to the rest of the guys. And I realized, I'm like, oh, so you don't, these guys don't even talk to you.
They don't deal with you at all.
So I'm talking to Kirk. I'm watching, and I'm like, because I know how they are. And I'm like, oh, so you're like a nobody. You conned Ray some way, somehow, to think that you're this great publicist when you're not. You know, like, because she does PR for a few people that are like, she did Carl Wolf and a few other people. And I'm like, how? How? If you're not even for our community when something happened, and I called her out and I fired her. Because I'm sorry, there's no way that you're going to take my money, okay, because you do PR. There are so many people. And we need to start understanding in our community.
Culture vultures.
Oh, definitely. Child. There are so many people in PR here, Black PR. We need to start giving our businesses to them. We need to start giving them the money. Because I'm sorry to say, but it's the truth. A lot of the white PR people that I have seen, this is what happens. They block Black PR people from coming up. They don't work with them. They want to push them out. You know, there's always an issue. Or you have PR like her that perpetrates that they're known. Listen, when I saw even the interviews that she was getting done because she was doing the PR for the Maxim party, small media. Why didn't you put it in big media? I'm looking at them. Why isn't it in these little magazines or little, you know, press? Why wasn't it in like Journal de Montréal, La Presse, Gazette? Because you're getting, you're in cahoots with the small media, not the big media. You know, like I call it the aftermarket.
Yeah.
But her behavior towards y'all is completely uncalled for. Like, it almost feels like she had some kind of beef with you. Maybe, I don't know. Like,
it's kind of weird.
Like, where did that energy come from? Like,
well, we had that energy when we were in New York, because she traveled with me to New York. And that's when I realized that she's not who she said she is, because when you can't even pay your hotel bill, your food bill, and you're making me foot all the bill for everything, which I sent her the bill to go collect my money.
I told you guys, that's why we don't get invited, man.
No, but I mean,
I get invited.
Listen.
It's all truth telling, right?
Listen, it's all truth telling, and I think you should.
I got receipts.
Speak your truth, because it is what.
But I got receipts. That's what makes it worse.
Of course,
text messages.
And I think that's important, because there's so much. How can I call
people that need to be exposed?
People that need to be exposed. People that they
stay in your lane.
They pretend, they pretend, But okay. Anyways, So afterwards, what happened?
No, afterwards at the show, we went to go see, I left everybody. I said, we're going to go to the TD scene. And of course, when my husband and I got there, they were like, oh, you're with the Roots. They saw the pass. They're like, okay, just go wherever you want to go now. I was like, okay, no problem. So we were chilling. We had a good time. I spoke to Quest the next morning. I was like, listen, we'll chop it up when I come to New York. Okay. You know, he's like, don't worry, you got interview anytime. You got all my info.
When did the press get involved in terms of like you guys putting it out there? Like, was it like a few days after,
Yeah.
a week after?
I would say it was a few days after. What happened was, we were talking about it on the show, and then because I'm also an advisor for the Red Coalition, I'm in the mental health sector, so I talk about the ramifications of when people are discriminated against, what happens to their mental health.
Right.
So that's what I'm an advisor for. So I was like, you know what, I need this to get taken care of. So I wrote to the Red Coalition. I said, this is now your department because Alain Babignon, that's what he deals with. Okay, he's very heavy in what he does. Everybody knows who he is.
Right.
So I said, Alain, I need you to take care of this. He's like, what happened? When I explained it to him, he's like, we're going to have a meeting. I got you guys. It's done because this is not supposed to happen. We need to shed the light.
Of course.
Yeah. And after that day, he wrote the press release. I sent it off to the producers that I used to work with. And then we had the press release the day after. On the Friday actually after the show.
Yeah. À part la petite réponse là, du festival de jazz, puis leur, like,
I already know
did
the
they
answers.
do?
No.
I already knew.
Reach out,
No.
like,
Nothing.
whatever.
They're definitely not going to send me a pass next year. I can tell you that. I can tell you that.
Oh, they
right now.
will.
So, okay,
They
so,
will.
Okay,
They will.
Depending on if y'all are the only, black
they will.
representatives in
They
the
will.
media. It
Media's
might not
media.
be in their best interest to just ignore y'all for
So,
a
do
second.
you
here.
agree that it's time for us, as if Montreal, as if whatever, to have our own stuff?
Yeah.
Because even le Festival de Jazz, it's not really
It's
like,
not ours, no.
Like,
It's
and this
not.
is what I
They actually
this is
took
why
it
I think
from
it's
us.
sad. It's because Montreal is seen as this multicultural city. Puis là, les artistes comme The Roots, they come and they're so happy to be able, whatever. But they don't know that us,
Yeah, we're being marginalized.
mais on mange la merde.
Non, mais c'est ça.
Tu sais, Rick Ross vient à Montréal, tu comprends? C'est l'autre Taouin, c'est quoi son nom là? Olivier Primo qui le fait
C'est
venir.
ça, mais c'est toujours
Tu comprends?
Olivier, les autres
Puis,
gars.
tu sais, tu comprends? Puis comme...
Yeah,
puis là-
Beast Club don't even hire
Oh,
black
don't worry.
people.
I got you.
They'll take our
We'll
money.
chop it up about that.
Je veux dire quelque chose. Wizzy,
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you something. Moi, j'ai rien contre Olivier Primo. Okay? J'ai rien contre
Yeah,
Olivier
moi non
Primo.
plus.
He's not hiding the fact that he comes from money.
Yeah.
He's not like he's doing what he can, what he wants, whatever. That's fine.
Must be
I
nice.
despise us.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate us for
Yeah.
supporting him.
Yeah.
You know? Like, tu comprends?
Okay.
It's like, you know
okay.
the facts.
So,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
conversation. Okay, cool. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk-
We'll talk about it. I cannot blame guys that want to do events at the Beach Club and make their money. Yeah. But my thing is, people's like, yo, you're not going to... I'm not going to that. That dude doesn't respect us. When he started Metro, and I didn't even tell Lambo the story. When he started Metro, I said, yo, you doing a hip-hop festival? It's like Coachella. Only black morning show. He did all the media.
Yeah.
He purposely didn't do the morning detour. I said, cool. You got money.
Like you invited him.
Yo, Sid the Kid talked to him. Sid's like, yeah, Primo says he's gonna do it. He purposely said, fuck you to us. Okay, that's cool. So it's good enough for you to bring down our black artists. It's good enough for you to take black money when guys want to do events at your beach club. But the one show, ça change rien pour
He
toi.
just wants to get paid.
Yeah, just want to get paid.
And
And I
that's-
respect that's cool. But you're right. Fuck all them niggas that get money with him.
Yeah.
Because he don't respect niggas.
Yeah.
So moi, c'est ça mon problème. Moi, c'est vraiment ça le problème.
Yeah.
Puis je vois, puis c'est comme un peu...
They're gonna
puis
hate
je
this pod, bro.
puis- Non, mais...
People love it.
No, but
For real.
listen,
No, but we've hated
moi,
a lot
moi
on-
je pense
on-
que c'est comme... To be fair, moi, je pense que it's a broader issue.
Yeah, it is.
Mais des fois, à Montréal, c'est plus évident.
Yeah.
Tu comprends?
Exactement.
Quelqu'un comme Olivier Primo, moi, qu'est-ce que j'aime pas, c'est que pendant la pandémie, when the George Floyd situation happened,
Yeah.
people were calling him out parce que tout le monde était là, c'est là que ça t'expose, right?
Yeah, exactly.
C'était lui, puis on en a parlé la semaine dernière, Vintage Frames,
Yeah.
Yeah.
que les gens ont call out, puis everybody says the same thing.
Yeah.
Get your money. However, once you acknowledge that you piggyback off the culture
Yeah.
to get your exposure
Yeah.
and to make your money, you need to find a way to give back.
Thank you. Yes.
You need to find a way. And both of them said they were going to do stuff, and they didn't. They didn't. Olivier Primo said something, mais je sais que Vintage Frame, lui, Corey avait dit qu'il allait faire un genre de stage for black.
Yeah.
Ou,
Yeah, but Corey,
whatever.
but Corey's been piggybacking of a thing for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, we're surrounded by niggas that stay in bed with these guys.
And at the end of the day,
we all look stupid.
At the end of the
Yeah.
day, exactly. Technically, they're not doing anything wrong.
okay.
But it's
Okay,
us
so
if we keep supporting them.
Exactly.
Let me hit you with something different. Let me just.
My phone.
Money I make, them cryptos going up. Let me hit something different. And you know, people always say, yo, you always pick on Malik, you always pick on Terry. No, I don't pick on them. If you're gonna put yourself in a certain position, like you're community leader, t'es la voix de l'homme, okay, cool. During the pandemic, I watched all of them niggas. Tout le monde est sur leur live. I went where they killed George Floyd. I got invited to Minnesota. My man KP Panel, he's the #1 authority for women's basketball, D1 basketball in the States. He has every D1 coach. If you play basketball and you're a girl in the States, you know KP. He has a show on ESPN. He throws the biggest NCAA party. Okay. I'm in the VIP with WNBA players. I don't know what the fuck's going on. She tall like this. I'm there trying to eat some oysters. But my shoes is right. But me and my cousin, shout out to my cousin E from Brooklyn, we went where they killed George Floyd. Like I stood where they killed him.
Right.
And let me tell you guys this. It's a real nigga shit. I was there. The whole place is fucking crazy. I got pictures and everything. Even me, I feel like a bitch nigga taking pictures, but it's important that people understand. All you guys want to make it seem like they're about the culture. No, they're not. I stood with, after 5 minutes, you start to feel it.
Yeah.
I went in the shop. I went in the corner store. I was there. I stood when he died.
It's heavy.
You think Terry, Malik Shaheed, all these fucking, I'm a black activist, because everybody became an activist during the pandemic. Nobody hit me up. No one said, yo, dog. And I'm saying, I didn't do that for that. But I'm saying, I would think to myself.
Some kind of unity, I
watched them for 9 months talk about it.
It's true. Everybody became an activist at that time. And I was like, see, that's why I love this, because I've been doing advocacy work for a decade.
Right.
No.
So I didn't just, during the pandemic, I amplified what I did.
Yeah, it wasn't
that's why when we did the second march that came out, there was a lot of other people that were there. They didn't know a lot of my story. I said, my father walked with Martin Luther King. Okay, I have a lot of history in my family.
Right.
I have a letter in my house. When my father passed away September 11, 2014 due to Parkinson's dementia. My father was a war hero. He was in the Korean War. He was held POW. He was the only black soldier who was wounded rescuing 2 other soldiers, and he was held POW.
Wow.
So when my father, I have his medals in my house that have his Purple Heart and all of his medals of valor, and I have a letter from President Obama thanking him for his service, because when he passed away,
Crazy.
it was sent to my house from the White House to me.
Wow. Crazy.
So this is the thing, is like, it's embedded in me. So when people are like, all of a sudden, I'm an activist and I'm pro this and pro that, I'm like, what else do you do?
And that's the sad thing about the city. Like a lot of people in Montreal glamorize the fake shit. Like real shit is like, oh my gosh, how dare you be real? Like, it's like the wildest thing.
We follow the trends.
Yeah. And you know, I understand. Everyone wants to make their money, wants to do their thing. But like, for me, it's fucking disgusting, man. Yo, man, I watch these guys rape our culture. We're like one of the few multicultural cities in North America.
We make it easy for them.
We don't even have an urban radio station.
We make it easy for them.
It's fucking crazy. We have a prime minister that literally said,
he doesn't give a fuck about you.
Or me at all.
He doesn't give a fuck about us.
No, but the reason I mentioned that, we're prime minister and literally says there's no systemic racism in Quebec. And then he goes on to say, well, fuck multiculturalism.
Yep.
He's like, and everyone's like, yo, it's cool. I understand. Listen,
we don't say shit.
I understand. And
we'll talk about it for a few days maybe, but that's about it.
The fucking fake black outrage is bullshit. What's crazy is that we will see all this. I know, come on, listen, guys. I know some of us, we have our differences.
Yeah.
You know, I know somebody's mad about their girl and thing. I know, you know what I mean? Because I get this shit too. It's cool. But at some point, as a black culture, where the fuck do we draw the line? Was like, okay, you know what? We might want to band together on this one.
We've been talking about this
Et puis en fait,
we don't have to agree with each other. No, but
je vais dire c'est quoi. C'est très simple. OK, c'est très simple.
Comme on dit, l'union fait la force, comme on dit.
Très simple. Moi, comme j'ai dit, on a eu des nouveaux investisseurs récemment, puis la discussion était venue de moving to the States. OK? I have 2 young kids, puis je vais vous dire honnêtement, there's a lot of stuff that I don't like about Montreal, but about Quebec in general. Mais il y a beaucoup de choses que j'aime aussi. The fact that we're safe, the fact that, you know, like in general, whatever. And like when you have a bit of money and you can live here, life is golden.
Yeah.
Right? So I told my girl, I said, listen, I'm not ready to move to the States. The kids are too young, whatever. But I said one thing for sure. Once, like, we feel that, you know, ils sont plus vieux ou comme whatever, I don't have any issue with that. Mais le fait de savoir que ton premier ministre, OK, est capable d'aller à la télé, puis de dire cette affaire-là openly, yes, oui, j'ai avoir des second doubt, of course, for sure. But Le problème, c'est que c'est pas eux que nous, notre culture, on regarde. Nous, on s'en fout de l'ego pour de
Yeah,
vrai.
mais c'est vrai.
We look up to Charlemagne the God.
Yeah.
We look up to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
We look up to who else?
I'm a big Joe Buttons guy.
I was gonna
Okay.
say Joe.
Joe's
Okay.
my guy.
Don't worry, we're coming
look
for
up
Joe.
to
We're
Joe.
coming
My
for
guy.
Joe.
We look up to Joe.
Yeah.
We look up to those people. Et
Yeah.
puis le problème, c'est que they have a lot of flaws.
Mm-hmm.
Le problème, c'est que they do a lot of good,
Yeah.
mais leurs flaws sont très subtils.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
even though they're helping, Joe is helping in his way.
Oh, yeah.
Charlemagne is helping a lot
Oh,
in his
yeah.
way. Mais le problème, c'est que leurs flaws sont they're embedded.
Yeah, they
Je donne
are.
un exemple. Liquor.
Yeah.
So everybody knows that change comes from economic power.
100%.
Right? Of course.
Yep.
We drink the most in like per capita.
Yeah.
The black community
Oh,
drinks the
100%,
most.
yeah.
Right?
do we
That's
ever?
that's
Not to be proud
why.
of, but it is.
that's
I think
why-
I drink enough for the whole capita.
Right. So that's why Ciroc is Ciroc.
Yep.
That's why Ace of Spades is Ace of Spades. And that's why
100%.
Douce is Douce. And that, whatever, right? That's why Hennessy is
Hennessy.
Hennessy.
Fuck.
Le problème, c'est que most of those brands are not black owned.
Exactly.
Today, as we speak, si tu veux avoir un bar chez toi qui serait seulement black owned, which goes from vodka to wine to champagne to rum to whatever, to creams, whatever,
Impossible.
you can.
Impossible.
Fait que pour moi, de voir quelqu'un comme Charlemagne, which I respect a lot for what he's been doing et puis
Yeah.
tout ça et tout, to see that he's having a new show and is whatever, et puis he's gonna be sponsored, puis il va accepter que ça soit une autre tequila par rapport, whatever, that's not black owned,
Yeah,
to
no.
me, it breaks the mold.
It does break
weird,
the
but
mold, yeah.
People
It goes
don't
against everything.
know.
Yeah.
So, qu'est-ce qui arrive, c'est que, puis après ça, c'est comme Nas, publicité avec NSC. No, it shouldn't be that way.
Non.
Si NSC veut investir dans, comme le deal que Jay-Z a fait avec...
sponsor.
exactement.
Yeah.
Non, mais là, Jay-Z a vendu, je pense, 50% de Ace of Spades à la
Yeah.
compagnie qui own NSC.
Yeah.
You want to be a partner, you want to put some skin in the game, whatever,
Yeah.
that's fine. Si Baileys viennent me voir demain, puis ils sont comme, yo, on va investir X millions dans ton brand, we're going to be 50-50 partners, whatever, hey, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
You're helping me, it's
Exactly.
helping my kids, it's helping my
Yeah.
community,
Yep.
it is what it is. We're going to blow it up, it is what it is. But until then,
Yeah.
moi, je peux pas comprendre comment t'es une personne de race noire. Un peu l'audace de Joe Biden quand il avait dit justement à
Oh
Charlemagne,
my God.
I don't understand if
you're not black,
if
yeah.
you're black and you're not voting
Yeah,
for me. It's a bit different. It's
Yeah.
a bit different. Mais moi, je peux pas comprendre that you're gonna do a cream cocktail, you're gonna do a cream drink, you're
not
gonna
gonna
do
look
whatever.
out for
Yeah.
Puis je viens,
black
puis c'est
owned.
comme, no, I'm gonna stick with Baileys. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
No,
It-
no,
it-
no,
to
no,
me,
no.
to me,
It should
to
be
me.
like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
To me, to me.
Unless obviously if the product isn't up to
Exact.
par,
Yeah.
then if you have that
To
going,
me,
it shouldn't be.
Puis j'ai de la misère à comprendre. So, tout ce que je suis en train de dire, c'est que mon point, c'est que pour revenir à ça, tu dis Montreal is the only city qu'on n'aime pas de urban radio, tout ça.
Yeah.
Ils sont non à Toronto, right?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
but
Toronto.
they started to phase them out. They phased
Yeah,
them
they're
out.
phasing them out,
Really?
yeah.
They
Anyways.
phased them out. What they did is they syndicated the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh!
which is so.
Oh.
So
And that is-
okay,
there's a whole-
Yeah.
There's a whole new
Yeah.
set of rules.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what that did, that forced
wow.
all the. Cause we had a couple. I forgot her name. There's
Oh.
a couple hosts like me in Toronto. They just went to the States.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was Flo or one of them joints. They syndicated
Yeah.
the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
For those listening that don't know what that means, what does it mean?
That means the Breakfast Club is gonna play all over the country in the States, and it's gonna play all over in Canada too.
Right.
Yeah.
That can catch a thing.
Like,
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So fuck Canadian content, fuck Canadian urban
Yeah.
media, fuck what we
That's-
have going on.
that's what-
We're just gonna take whatever we do in the States because we don't believe in our black broadcasters that we
Broadcasters,
have
yeah.
homegrown here.
Exactly. That's
That's a
what we're
big fuck you to
pushing.
people. Like I've had people call me and say, "Yo, why?"
very
Yo, I've
disrespectful.
sat down in meetings with radio people, and they're like, "Yo, why do you even still do what you do?"
Wow.
They've told me they don't want. They're so scared.
And the syndication is from a white.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when you syndicate, you're all over, right?
Yeah.
And they've told me they're so scared that you guys are gonna become like Joe, like Charlemagne, like Ebro. They're so scared.
We're talking about like
Yeah,
Breakfast Club.
like Canadian white broadcasting execs.
Why?
They want to keep
They would rather pay
Yeah.
the Breakfast Club and whatever the fuck they're doing than
Yeah,
just
because
have
you
their
know,
own.
yeah, because you understand, like, the Breakfast Club, they're gonna comment on American culture, right?
Yeah.
They're not gonna ruffle.
You're right.
They're not going to ruffle the feathers of the Canadian. We do that.
Yeah.
We bring our American twist on it.
You
But
say
that's
the
what I'm
truth,
saying. I told them, I said,
basically.
we're
Yeah,
not
we
going to
fuck
stop.
Trudeau up,
Because
too.
people write to us all the time. They're like, you guys just remind us of the whole Charlemagne and Angela Yee, the whole setup.
And I
But the
hate that
Canadian-
too. I hate that because you know.
I don't,
black
it doesn't
people are-
bother me. It doesn't bother me because they're at least now
They're listening.
they're listening
Yeah.
and they're
Exactly,
opening up.
No, but I don't want people to think that we try to emulate and
No,
try to be like
not at
Or
all.
maybe
We
in
do
the
our own
sense that
thing.
You're
We're very Americanized.
that. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, we got we play joints, but they want to get you frustrated here. Like
Yeah.
it's just like our phone system. We want to have a monopoly of this.
trying to make you guys give
They
up.
literally rushed everybody that's black media on radio out of here.
Yep.
That's kind of weird, man. I think, but anyways,
But,
I think
it's a form
but
of
again-
control, right? Because
Yeah.
they want to control the narrative.
Yeah.
Y'all are talking, a little bit too much truth.
And
of-
again,
No, we're ruffling the Canadian feathers.
And again, it's the money.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Do we have a black billionaire in Canada? We don't.
I'm like, I gotta Google that.
Yeah, we need a matchup.
Yeah.
So
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
just
And,
true.
and the real question, a
It's
black
true.
billionaire that would actually give a shit.
yeah, no, that's
Yeah, that's a whole
that's
other-
another thing.
But
That's
Charles,
another-
so CKT calls me. What was it, like 2 months ago? They're like, "Yo, we want you to be on a panel. We thought this idea. We want you to be on a panel with a couple bigwigs from radio.
Yeah.
To talk about the culture of urban radio." This is gonna be a bad idea. So you sure you want to do this? They said my black ass up there. L'association de radio urbaine. I forgot
Okay,
what
okay.
La MUC or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
There. Cool guys, cool group organization. So they had me up there. So I think it was a guy from C'est Quoi, Rythme FM, and another big wig, and the guy from Satellite Radio.
Okay.
That he does like internet urban radio. Everybody talk French. I was the only English guy, so I already knew what time it was. So okay, I know what this is. Yo, we have commercial radio here that literally said to me, they rather play oldies, 80s, and 90s music that even play current French rap. This is the thing. National and international corporations don't believe that they can make money with hip hop in Canada.
Yeah.
In Canada.
That
Canada. In Canada.
Doesn't
See?
make any sense.
They-
Mais c'est eux autres qui dirigent les shit. Yo.
They don't
God,
believe.
yo.
So the reason I bring up this point that even if we get a station, even if and it costs about between 3 and 5 million for us to get our own station, because we got to get the rights and all the equipment, and all
Yeah.
that shit.
C'est pas beaucoup.
So no, it's pas beaucoup. But even if we get that, they don't think that with hip hop in Canada we can generate income. We can keep the lights on. So we're past us blacks working together. We're past us having the shit.
Yeah.
They don't think it could generate money.
Yeah.
How does that?
I've said it at the table.
they don't have
They
access.
don't think hip hop in Canada could generate money. So you fucking tell me.
Where do they get their information from? That's what I'm.
Yo, they're the metrics, the bots. You're telling me this. And I always tell people, we could have an urban station, French and English. Motherfucker, ça me dérange pas. So you're telling me this. Me and Lambo do the morning show Monday to Friday. You know what? We'll stretch it out. We'll do the 4 hours.
Yeah.
We'll give you 7 to 11?
Yeah.
We do 7 to 11.
Yeah.
You tell me we can't nationwide fill up slots to give a proper radio vibe, urban vibe across the
Yeah,
country
yeah.
that brands are going to want to invest in us? That's what they believe.
We've already been doing it and people love it.
On est passé à la station. Now the new argument is now they moved the goalposts. Before it was like, oh,
Of course.
vous pouvez pas travailler ensemble.
They just want to block you.
Après c'était comme, oh, you guys can't find investor to invest the money. Now it's a national and international corporations don't want to
They're
invest
not
in you
gonna
guys.
follow.
Wow. It's
There's always going to be something
C'est un peu-
until you guys find a way. to
Non,
break
c'est ça.
it.
Non, mais it has to come parce que c'est un peu comme encore une fois pour LS Scream.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't get an investor here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
J'étais dans les anges investisseurs, whatever, du Québec. J'ai mis mon profil. No, j'ai même pas reçu un email. Là, comme
Yeah.
Wow.
That's Canada for you,
T'sais,
yeah?
It is.
No, it's
Puis-
true.
puis c'est comme.
Oh, yeah.
Puis j'ai présenté ça comme genre à la première personne que j'ai présenté LS aux États-Unis. We get an investment. C'est comme
It's
genre,
something.
of course, a
It
black
hits hard,
person.
though.
Puis c'est
It's a
comme,
reality
tu sais,
check.
Mais mon point, c'est que je pense que c'est ça l'affaire. So I think we're still too young as a black community.
Yeah.
And I'm going to specify Quebec.
Yeah.
I'm going to specify Quebec because in Canada, there is a deeper root with black culture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mais tu sens qu'il y a comme there's a disconnect somewhere.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
it's real. C'est vraiment real.
It's
Parce que
true.
quand vous êtes au courant de Face, right?
Yeah.
Avec Tiffany Calendar, tout
Yeah.
ça, whatever, et tout.
Tiffany Callender's a joke, bro.
So, I can talk.
I love you guys' this podcast. This is good.
I put a tattoo to shush to remind myself when I do this.
Let y'all get shit up. Let y'all get shit up.
So, nobody's perfect.
No.
OK? Moi, personnellement, I don't know Tiffany personally. Tout ce que je peux dire, c'est que she's been a great help to me.
Yeah.
OK? Personally. OK?
Exactly.
But, mon point, c'est que quand ils ont fait Face, puis qu'on a commencé à rentrer avec les autres coalitions black, comme à travers le Canada, puis tout, moi, j'étais comme, what? There's all those black people in this country that are doing dope shit that we
Yeah.
don't hear about. You know, people that have like multi-million-dollar companies.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. They might not be millionaires, but they
they're
have
making
maybe
moves. They're making moves.
They have maybe revenues of like $20 million
Yeah.
and like $50 million or whatever. Tu sais. Fait que là, moi je regarde ça puis je suis comme, why? Pourquoi qu'au Québec we don't hear about them? C'est comme il y a une barrière. Tu comprends? Puis je pense que c'est ça le problème. C'est
Yeah.
que they're keeping us away from our folk.
Yeah.
Tu sais, tu comprends?
Oh,
On
yeah.
purpose.
It's
un
like
peu
the-
comme dans l'esclavage.
Oh, yeah, well, exactly.
So that we
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
communicate. Puis c'est comme un peu comme... Puis c'est ça que je voulais dire, c'est que...
There's gatekeeping.
En gros,
Oh,
puis
yeah,
encore une fois, je
100%.
spécifie le Québec, c'est que il faut comprendre l'histoire du Québec aussi. C'est que le Québec, quand il s'est fait chose par les Anglais, whatever, les Anglais les appelaient les porteurs d'eau.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were the
Right?
blacks, right?
Yeah,
Right?
it's true.
Les nègres
Les
du Québec.
blancs noirs.
yeah.
C'est
Ouais,
ça,
les
tu sais.
nègres du Québec. Ouais.
Les nègres de l'Amérique du Nord. C'était ça le livre qui a le N-word. Anyways.
Yeah,
Puis,
yeah, yeah,
puis,
yeah.
puis
we're the
en
West,
fait, c'est que
we're the
qu'est-ce qui
West.
arrive, c'est que la mentalité du Québec, mentalité qui est très comme il faut
Petit
faut
pain.
pas faut pas
Petit pain, faut pas déranger.
Ouais, whatever. Ça c'est venu dans nos communautés. Puis on a commencé à le prendre. On a commencé à le prendre comme as if for us. As if que
To the point where
Haïti
we
s'était
keep
pas
our own.
battu
Yeah.
pour son
100%.
indépendance.
Yeah.
Tu comprends ce que je veux dire? Comme,
yeah.
là, c'est comme tu viens, c'est comme, il faut pas.
yeah.
And we do it to our own.
Oh,
We do
yeah.
it to our own.
Don't make no waves. Don't make no waves.
Fait que là, c'est comme tu te fais inviter à l'ouverture d'un restaurant.
should be great.
Puis,
Oh, yeah.
c'est comme, oh my God, ils m'ont invité dans
Yeah.
le restaurant pour prendre des photos. Oh my God, c'est le plus beau restaurant que j'ai jamais vu. C'est comme, tu sais, puis, and then the problem, the biggest problem, c'est qu'après ça, les personnes qui sont en position to change things, they don't.
Status quo.
They don't.
Oh, we see that all the time. We
No,
saw it.
but you know why? You know when certain blacks reach a certain heights of professionalism, or they don't.
They're not trying to bring up-
They don't
they
want.
wanna-
They
they
don't
wanna
want to
bring
cause
up-
no ripples. And I understand that. Listen, you got a position, you got your money, but you understand. And then they were all black.
But like you asked before, like when is that going to change that mentality? In our
Yo, we
community?
keep having the same conversation. So me, I just say, you know what? I'm gonna take one of the most popular celebrity friends I have. We have a beautiful thing called the internet, digital era.
Yeah.
I will not be silenced. And I'm gonna go across the country. I've been to Vancouver. I've been to Toronto.
Well, we're going to
I'm
New
gonna go
York
to
for the
Halifax.
next show.
So all those things you're talking about, I went. I go to the hood. I talk.
Yeah.
And people, yo, I got white people. Way before she came on, I just do my little community show. I got white people in Vancouver that come pay to listen to me talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way in Vancouver.
Yeah.
I can't get them to do that here.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so
Yeah.
I think
We calling them all out today. Shots
So-
fired on that one.
so
C'est fucked up, man.
we gotta wrap up.
No,
but-
guys,
but-
we went 3 hours.
No, because we're never
before-
going to stop. Real talk.
Yeah.
Before we leave, I'm curious because we spoke about it a little bit, and
I know.
Because we've talked about this.
The cabal.
Go ahead.
That.
no, de quoi tu penses que je parler?
No, vas-y.
Okay, no, I'm talking about the Sesame Place situation.
Oh.
Okay, I just want to have your quick
Yeah, go ahead,
thing.
go ahead.
Do you think it's do you think it's a broad thing, or do you think
Yeah.
it's a isolated
I
thing?
think in one of the cases, one of the guys should have thrown like a match, a lit
Yeah.
match in one of the.
Yeah.
I'll let you say something first because I got a lot to say.
You know, it's funny you guys brought it up. I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast. You know, I was doing my little hustle this morning. And they're saying that you would think it would have been an isolated incident. And even Sesame Place, they had put out an original statement saying that he can't look down or
bullshit.
play when you look down. Cause play when you're black and you look down.
But right after, you're like,
Yeah, exactly. Right after, all of a sudden now you can look down
you
and
can see because
things.
they
That's
have
what I said. I got my
a
stuff to
whitish
say.
hue.
Blacks came up with Sesame Street, right? And then,
They did.
And then they tried to separate the two. They tried
And a lot of the puppeteers.
They started
You know
separating
what they
the
should have
two.
done?
Oh, yeah.
You know what they should have done? Les mascottes, if they're racist underneath, you know what they should have done? They should have done what Obama did. You know that skit from
Oh no, Jordan
Yes.
Peele.
That skit where when it's a white person's like whatever
Yeah,
it is, a black
exactly.
person.
Yo, so bro, you good me?
But at
You
least
know, yeah.
Hey, at least acknowledge.
you acknowledge everyone. You know,
acknowledge.
you acknowledge everyone. Don't ignore
But
fucking
these are
kids.
children. These are kids. I'm like, however you may feel, whether you're racist or whatever, there's a
Do your
broader
job.
brush with that because they've already had a few issues.
Yo, I felt
It's
so
the
hurt.
audacity
And
of
there's
being able to
multiple
do that in
videos.
front of everyone.
People think it's just that one video with the black kids and I think it was the gray or whatever.
Oh, there was a bunch of them
Yeah,
afterwards.
this is not an isolated incident. Yo, I'm like, yo, is it the same guy?
They were asking the
That's
question.
exactly.
In the Brilliant Idiots, in the Charlemagne's podcast, he was
great
saying
show
like,
too.
we need
Yeah.
to find out first before we start saying they're black people. You know, they're white people. We're assuming they're white, but
They might be black.
It could be black.
Oh,
people under
it
there, too.
can't. It can't.
And I'm sorry, they can't.
I'm not gonna put my money on
sorry.
that. I'm not gonna bet on that.
I ain't putting my money on that.
Black hate is real.
I'm putting-
Alright. But I wouldn't assume.
No,
that.
black
I wouldn't
hate
assume.
is real,
But not in this case.
But to have a black hater under that suit,
That's even worse.
Oh, man.
That's even worse.
Nah, man, burn them.
But what about
Done.
But no, about the
Burn
kids.
them.
Done.
What about the kids, man? How do you
kids?
how do you explain it to your kids? And you know, it's like you said with the Beach Club. Black people are still gonna go to Sesame Place.
They're still gonna go.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, yeah,
Of course.
Of course.
That's
No,
Not
but
me.
No,
My kids
because no matter how you cut it,
we don't
like
own nothing.
Gabby said it to me the first time before I even saw the video because I was so.
Yeah, he was
I
livid.
was
He was livid.
triggered. I was
He was
triggered by what I
Yeah.
saw because I imagine my kids,
Yeah,
right?
exactly, yeah.
So I was so triggered. I called them and I was like, Gabby, like I can't believe we in 2022 we live in a world où ce que quelque chose comme ça peut arriver.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't see the video yet. And his thinking was more logical
surprised.
Yeah.
than mine. It was like, first of all, I'm not surprised because there's racists everywhere,
Yeah.
you know? So pourquoi qu'il serait pas là-bas? Puis il a dit, at the end of the day, it's still one incident.
Yeah.
I mean, at that specific moment,
Yeah.
il y avait cette mascotte-là qui est clearly out of her mind.
Yeah,
tu comprends?
pretty much.
Mais peut-être les autres mascottes, eux autres, t'as pas de
Then I
problème.
saw-
Puis
then I
ça
saw
ça
some
donnait des
people-
hugs à
There's
tout le
more
monde.
videos.
And then I
There's
saw a
more
couple
videos.
more.
There's
And then
more videos.
my
C'est ça.
rhetoric.
C'est ça. But still, la raison pour laquelle, parce que I'm doing devil's advocate, pourquoi t'emmènerais encore ton enfant là-bas? Parce que ton enfant de 2 ans
Yeah, wants
The
to go.
demand
wants
is-
to go.
Yeah, wants
Watch
to
it
go.
on TV.
Exactly.
So you kinda
You're
have to watch
going,
them, yeah.
you're going there, et puis most likely, you never know, comme après ça, comme il n'y a pas de problème, puis les mascottes disent à tout le monde, puis you have a good time and everybody's happy. But then, one person's going to have a bad day, and whatever. It's still not okay.
Yeah,
It's still not
exactly.
okay. Mais est-ce que tu vas boycotter
No,
whatever, ton
just
enfant est
fix
trop
it,
jeune, pour
change
ça, whatever.
jeune, c'est
Tout
ça.
ce que tu vas faire, c'est t'assurer que la mascotte dise vraiment allô,
Allô.
tu sais, à ton
I'm telling
enfant,
you, I'm
whatever.
telling you this right now.
That couldn't have been
I
me,
go
I'm
to Sesame
telling
Place
you.
with my kid, and that happens. Yo, y'all gonna see me on the news.
No, I would have been on the news. I
Yo,
said it.
we
I
are
would
fighting.
have grabbed.
We
I
are-
would have grabbed
like,
that
it's my
hood.
girl I don't play
It's
with.
the one
I
thing
would-
that I
my girl
couldn't
don't
understand
play
how
with.
come there wasn't one video because there was one.
I would have taken that hood off.
I know you. I know you.
And as frustrating as it was to see all of those videos, one of them I kind of chuckled still. Like there was this one
No, it's kinda funny,
mascot.
though.
There was this one mascot. I couldn't understand what the fuck was that. Had I been the parent, it's a scrap.
Celui qui l'a poussé,
fine.
celui qui l'a
The guy who's just
Yeah,
running
you
up
said
this
what?
kid, his hands
Yeah.
in the air, running up the kid, and he pretty much bulldozed the kid to the ground.
Have you seen this
Yeah,
one?
that one I saw that one.
I
You
didn't
saw it?
understand.
We would have been scrapping.
But for sure.
That whole suit would have come off because I want to see who you
Il
are.
a fait un
I'm
genre de
gonna
box
expose
out,
you.
un genre de box out, mais
Yeah.
par en avant.
Listen.
Il a fait un genre de box out, mais par en
Yeah.
avant.
They
Sur un
would've-
enfant de 2 ans, là.
Yo,
Un black
yeah.
kid.
Ils auraient
Little
appelé les
kid.
pompiers pour le patinet. J'aurais mis un feu sur le patinet. I don't give a fuck.
I would have taken that. I would have taken that motherfucker out of the suit. Trust me, I would have exposed him to
Ah, no,
everybody.
it's over. Lights
That's
out.
done.
C'est fini.
Are you kidding me?
Like,
Yo,
I'm-
these people really tried it.
Mon enfant, t'es malade. Man, oh mon shit. Anyway,
These people
yeah.
tried it.
I don't know, man.
Last thing. Wizzy, because you're a basketball fan, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I just want to.
Don't talk to me about Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, boy. I really don't.
I
I really
don't know what was the question, but go ahead, bro.
Come.
Is KD in your top 5 best players
Didn't he
right
just
now?
tell you? Didn't he just tell you?
I just want to know.
Right now?
Yeah.
Top 5?
Yeah.
Right now?
Wait, what does he mean? What do you mean by top 5?
Top 5.
Your
Top 5.
Top 5 current
Your
players?
personal.
My
Your
personal
personal.
5?
Yeah.
I'm a Kobe guy.
Okay.
I'm a Mama Tana.
No.
Is he
Current
top 5
player?
playing?
Top 5 playing.
Current player
yeah,
right
yeah.
now? Yeah, you can put KD up there. You don't have him in there?
No.
I can't.
He's
Skill-wise, yes. Skill-wise, yes. But I'm not putting it in top 5.
You know. Oh man, you guys gonna make me put my Skip Bayless on.
Politically.
No. I get what you guys are going with it. A lot of us starting to watch KD funny, right? Like he doesn't have the leadership in him, the whole Golden State move. And I understand you had to get the monkey off his back, you had to get the championship. I get that.
Yeah.
I don't, but carry on.
Yeah, but he's a hater though. So.
No. I'm a Kobe guy, so you'll never get the KD love from me. The nigga 7'1", could shoot threes, all that shit. That's cool.
His skills. Yeah.
But let's be honest, he's a little bit of bitch nigga in him. The burner account.
A bit?
The burner
A
account.
bit. He's like a bit.
And I get it. I just want to play basketball. I'm motherfucking giving the right. Go play in the YMCA. You're a fucking professional. You're a professional basketball player. You can't take criticism. Everybody's against you.
Yeah.
These guys I don't understand these guys.
No, man.
I don't understand these guys.
Crazy. No, it's like
I love Kobe because Kobe was. Kobe don't pass the ball. But Kobe understood one thing. He understood the business because he saw how Mike did it.
Yep.
Yeah.
He understood the business of it. Kevin Durant, these fucking prima donna guys. You went and follow Kyrie Irving to Brooklyn. Okay? So nobody wants to say it. You follow Kyrie to Brooklyn.
He speaks for me.
You follow Kyrie to Brooklyn, you're like, we're gonna do it,
ain't
man.
got shit.
We're gonna do it. You knew Kyrie had his quirks. The shit happened at the Capitol. Listen, I need 2 weeks off. That would have told you everything. James Harden came, he's like, I'm good. That would have told you everything you want. Now you want to leave. And Gabby fucked me up because I'm like, yo, recently, I know you guys saw a thing about him post on Twitter about legacy.
Yep.
Why he got to stop smoking weed? Because he does. I hate the fact. Hold on, I'll let you go. I hate the fact that in this era now that we have social media and NBA players have it because now we get to go
giving
inside.
all of these morons a voice. But
Yeah.
It's
But
true.
Kobe was around during the social media era too.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and we never got all this
didn't-
introspection.
He didn't need to speak. When he spoke, people listened.
He spoke
That
to the
is-
fucking
But
court.
Kobe's
Oh,
more
yeah.
our generation in the sense that,
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, yeah, Twitter's there, but I
I'm
don't
not
care.
gonna give him that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, in the sense that, like, I would never say what I think
Publicly.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know?
So you have Tatum. So obviously you guys have Tatum above. You guys felt because Tatum ate him in the first round. You guys have Tatum above KD. No, I know.
yes.
I know.
Right now, yes.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
No, Gabby. So
Yeah, because and now he's saying no, but just the fact that he's saying he didn't say that publicly, but a report is saying that he would go back. That he would go back to Golden State.
Okay. Walk me through how you guys felt when you guys saw
You gotta
that.
get
The audacity!
So the nigga called you a bitch.
What?
The nigga called you, no, come on.
He's gonna go.
These guys.
Look at the
This is my
teams.
Street NBA
Look at
players.
the teams that he chose to
nigga,
go
the real
to
one.
as soon as he didn't get his way.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to go to Miami. Already a contender in the.
the Suns.
And then what was the other? Oh, the Suns. I'm like, dude, what kind do you have? You say you're a hooper. Be a hooper.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up and play.
Exactly.
There's no reason for you to leave Brooklyn. They gave you everything you wanted. Y'all
Exactly.
didn't. Y'all got the coach.
How you feel about Ben Simmons?
Oh.
Yo, Ben Simmons and Derrick Rose.
Yeah, man will do, man. Come.
But he's gonna help in defense. He's gonna help on defense.
And Ben Simmons to me he acts like a child. He's a kid to me. I'm
But
looking
he is
at
a
him.
kid.
But you're not
Lack of
getting.
judgment.
But my thing is, you're
The way I
not
feel
getting
about
paid
him,
money.
the way I feel about him, I'm questioning his team, his surroundings. Like,
Right.
who's talking to him to make the right
No, but
moves
that's the thing.
and to
But he's
Maybe-
Clutch Sports.
No,
he's
but-
with LeBron.
No, you mean his agency?
Yeah,
but-
no.
But I'm
But
talking
like,
about
his-
yeah,
that sucks. So in the
Who's
circle.
like
His
sometimes
Yeah.
we do the podcast. Sometimes we do the podcast, and Gabby says, "I'm saying something."
I'm his.
like
You need to simmer a bit. You need to avoid saying this. Whatever.
because sometimes I just say what I think, and sometimes
As
it
you
doesn't.
should. Fuck
I try.
that.
Yeah, no, but
should.
but
sometimes
we all love
but
that.
sometimes it's not what I
gets lost in
mean.
translation.
But
Yeah.
sometimes
He'll say-
it's not what I mean.
And then I'll tell him this is what
Yeah.
they're gonna hear.
So you need to have people around you that know you
Yeah.
and say, "Nigga, you wild."
Yeah.
No, for sure. I think
No, you
everybody-
have to
I
have
think
that.
everybody that wants to be successful in whatever venue they want to be successful, you
I
need
don't
real
think
people.
some of those rappers and those ball players have that.
No, they don't have it. They have everybody, you know.
Things happen quick too, right?
Listen, I call them like little bitch niggas that have like the people that are around them that
Yep.
are just gonna be the yes
Quick,
man
easy
because they're
yes,
around
yes.
them.
Yep.
They're getting, you know, the girls that like the.
Yep.
It's the whole like by default.
Yeah.
I'm getting all the good shit. I ain't doing shit. I'm just there. You know, I
got
don't
the
do
chain.
nothing.
You know what,
I'm
it's
like-
eating,
Yeah,
smoking,
yeah.
drinking.
I'm
You
not,
know,
I'm not saying that there's no players that have that mentality today, but back to what you were saying, like Kobe is your guy. Kobe had the talent, but before that, he already had
He
the
did,
mentality.
yeah.
Yeah.
And today, it's like you only see talent. You
Yeah.
just see the talent. Pure. Simmons, incredibly talented, who refuses to shoot a three-pointer for how many years?
In the
How many
NBA.
fucking
And-
seasons?
Wow.
How does that make any kind of sense?
Replace
Imagine
him.
a player
It's like,
like that
replace-
back then saying, you got, you know, jumps, whatever, but you never dunk. You never dunk because you're feeling shy or something.
They're just they're getting to this point. It's like it's like imagine hiring somebody in your company. Well, I'm gonna do this for you, but I won't do that. I'll do this, but you can still pay me this,
And
but
it's
I'm not
part
gonna
of
do
the
that.
core-
But it's the
You know
core
what- you know
of
what
the.
happened to
Come
me?
on,
You know what
oh
happened to me?
Lord,
It happened to me.
it's happened to me too. That's why I brought it.
It happened to me.
What?
Like I basically have somebody in my team where
Who refuse to do
yeah, I'm asking them to do stuff, and they're like, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. We've all had that. It's weird.
Wow.
It's awkward, right? I brought you in to do this exact thing.
I quit to fire people. I'm like, okay,
so
you
you
don't
guys
want
don't
to
have
do
KD in the top
fired.
5.
I'm like, okay. I mean,
Skill-wise, I'll put him in the top.
I'll find you
yeah.
something else
But
to do.
as a player, he can win games, but he can't make a team win.
No, Kevin Durant will never lead a team to the championship. He'll always be.
And he doesn't have to be the leader.
no, you don't have to be a leader.
But can you make your team win? He can win games, but he's not going to make your team win. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
because and that's the thing. And
Giannis,
c'est comme un-
Giannis was the one that was being dogged at. A bunch of people were talking shit about him.
Yeah.
Until he gave you that 50 piece.
Yeah.
People shut the hell up. Then.
Yep. Mais pour finir sur ça, la raison c'est parce que they
getting there,
get money too quick.
Yep.
They get those celebrity status too quick.
Yep.
And now basketball is a second thing to them.
yeah,
Exactly.
It's not the main. But their ego is still bruised by all the conversation, whatever.
course.
So they still want to show off. But le problème, c'est que you're giving them all that money. Yo, combien de games que KD a joué
one
dans
last thing,
les
one-
4 dernières années?
and
man?
Kevin Durant has played 91 games in the last 2 years.
What
Yo,
about Kyrie?
it's-
What about Kyrie? But we're not going to
Oh.
go to Kyrie.
You know,
But
it's-
one last piece,
Yeah.
The earth is flat.
which I'll blame social media again, because everybody has access to it, sadly. People think that their opinions and what they
Yeah.
think
Matters.
Yeah.
And that's what, and I do believe that these kids, again, that grew up with social media, like I'm assuming we're all in the same age group. They don't think twice before they speak.
No.
And KD, I feel like they people like KD or Kyrie especially, they believe they feed themselves with their own sauce. Like
Yeah.
they believe the nonsense
Yeah.
bullshit, and then like you said, probably a bunch of yes men and women.
Yeah,
Correct, Paul?
exactly.
Yep.
Feeding into their bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to you enjoy watching. I mean, they're incredible players. Those two particularly,
Yeah.
they're amazing.
Amazing.
It's like poetry when you watch them
Yeah.
play. It's ridiculous. No other player.
Now they don't want to play together. I followed you here.
They got everything.
You-
they want.
I followed
I'm
you.
done.
Now
I'm
it's
done.
like-
I'm done.
I'm good.
I'm done. I'm done.
No sense. No sense at
They
all.
fucked up Brooklyn, but I'm good.
Yeah. This has been
Guys,
great. This has been great.
Guys,
Amazing.
thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you for having
You
us.
guys are welcome
Thank
here
you,
anytime.
Hell, anytime.
I think we gave you guys more than enough.
We gave a lot.
On aurait pu continuer à parler,
Yo,
but
real
we all
talk.
have families to go to.
That's
Yeah.
right.
My jury is waiting. Let me let you. My,
Avec sauce ou sans sauce?
yo,
Avec sauce.
Shoni makes sauce now.
Maybe after listening to the episode, though, that might change again.
Nah, she alright, man. She
You don't get angry.
She's alright.
Bon, guys, est-ce que vous voulez dire comment les gens peuvent vous rejoindre en
Yes,
IG puis
please.
tout ça?
Show.
Yeah,
so-
for
so-
sure. We do the Morning Detour every Friday from 7 to 9. We're on YouTube, Detour514. You can follow us on IG, Detour514. Follow myself, W Moonchaser on IG.
And me, the real Svetlana on IG.
Has the blue check. Featured presentation. I will not be
right.
succumbed by the Haitian cabal. I'm coming. I'm coming, man.
I'm gonna get invited to the seafood
Just gonna
thing.
show up.
I want to go to the seafood thing. Bon, guys, c'était l'épisode 176. Je suis Steven Charles.
Kevin Michel.
Le podcast People We Out.
Peace.
Peace.
That was great. Been sitting on my phone. Felt my butt buzzing going, what's that?
Oh my God.